The feather.
Oh, I don't know if that got. I'm not sure if that was live or not. I hope it was.
At least my ass with the feather I think was.
Like that we're all quiet too.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the show title.
Yeah.
Let me write that down right here. Tickle my ass with a feather.
Then your wife will read that note and be like, Brad, something you want to tell me?
Yeah.
I'm gonna write it down here. It's written down so I can add it after I do my intro thing here.
Yeah.
All right, so hello and welcome to the Arcade Hangout episode number 120. I gotta look, 8, I think. Yes, 8.
Damn.
Wow.
I am
That's
Orange
getting
Whip,
close.
one of your hosts for tonight's show, along with these other beautiful people here. And just wait a second. I think Gek's coming in for a second here. We are the longest running arcade podcast on YouTube. Oh, thanks for that, Gak. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Well, see you later.
So tonight I'm changing things up. These guys are all kind of under my control for a second. Normally we set up a question of the night. Last week we didn't even do one. And tonight I told them there's a secret question. They don't know what it is. And what we're going to do is it's actually a series of 10 questions.
Oh shit.
And
And
Multiple choice.
that was for you, Jimbo.
10. Yeah.
delay.
We were all too
There seems to
terrified.
be a
by the
little bit of
trailer.
lag over here. Yeah.
And this is kind of just came to me kind of last spur of the moment from a lot of the club happenings lately, and actually something that Jimbo posted in our Slack group I think a couple days ago. And I thought, you know what, that's interesting.
Not
I have
worried.
no, it's not. No, this is actually this is gonna be fun. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna say the first question, and then we're all gonna go and find the answer real quick, and then the rest of the answers are pretty much in the same spot. So what I need you guys to do is I need you go to log into Club and go into your profiles.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know.
And the first question is I want to know what year you all joined
Ah.
Club.
What's Clav?
Hey, love.
Somebody had to say that. So if you log in and you just click where it says welcome your name, just click your name if you don't know, and then you go to statistics, and most of the answers will be there.
Ah, okay.
So all statistics.
You know, did you ever see some of these guys that post on every thread? Like I'm looking 16, or they joined in like 17, 18.
That's
like thousands of
That's
threads.
one of our questions. That's one of our questions. I didn't even know the stat existed until Jimbo posted it. So what year did you join? Just you guys can all just fire it off. Just go ahead and
2015.
2004.
2004.
2014. No, wait. Yeah, 2014.
Let me get my glasses.
2013.
2012.
Cool. All right. Well, number 2, I guess, is kind of the introduction. What is everybody's club handle?
Age, sex, location.
Just in case there's some new viewers or whatever, or no one's even paid attention. I'm Orange Whip. I've already said it.
I'm Carrie Z.
I'm
God.
I'm
I feel like
drunk.
we're on the
No,
game.
I know we should assign numbers before this or something.
Some music should be playing or something.
We can go. I'll go left. I'll go left
Yes.
to right in my screen now. We'll go left to right in my
Yeah,
screen. So let's
exactly.
go, Andrew.
34K.
Okay, and Carrie Z. Dave.
Mac D 2001.
Yeah, yours is one that is a harder one to remember.
Yeah.
Jimbo.
Jimbo Dini?
Mock.
Mock the Magic Man.
There you go.
Not the
Not-
magician.
Not the magician.
Not the magician.
Not the magician, John Jacobson.
And again, I'm Orange Whip. So that's number 2. Number 3, on the same statistics page, as of this moment, how many posts do you have? And
Here's
let's
where
go
we
to-
find out how much time you have.
Yeah, let's go to Andrew.
I have 1,309.
That's about what I expected. Yeah, you don't.
Carrie doesn't want to tell us how many she has.
I'm not a big poster.
It's like, I'm out of this one.
Maybe
Yeah.
her daughter came
Hi,
on.
guys.
Dave.
525.
I'll bet Mock has like 50.
And they're all
More
in
than
that,
you think.
that one Brofest thread.
No, and they're all
I
in
know.
October
Okay.
First Pumpkins.
Oh, here comes Carrie's
The
back.
cats.
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, Carrie, how many total posts do you have as of this? Oh, no
Can't
mic.
read lips.
No, Mike.
Oh, sure. It doesn't work.
Yeah, you're right. 299, which surprises me that I have that many.
Oh,
but-
you better post one.
yeah, I know, right?
The question
Three,
worked,
yeah.
and I actually got someone to surprise themselves. That was the kind of the idea, is to see if anybody actually surprises themselves with one of their
Yeah.
answers. Dave, you said, did you say
525,
25?
525.
Jimbo?
I have 3,000.
Oh, you're the
Oh my
Five.
you're the
God.
winner. Holy shit.
Yep. 14 years. That's a lot of posts.
Well, I'm the same
Yeah.
years as you. Wait till you hear
Yeah.
how many I have.
But you don't post much either.
No, well, not anymore.
I have. Oh, wait. I
Mm.
should look at all statistics.
yeah,
You
we're
should do the
wait.
Post,
There might,
post per day.
yeah, that question's coming up. Go ahead, Mock.
408.
All right, and I am 1,549, and most of those were definitely in the first half of me being on there.
Yeah.
I actually
so-
sort of
You know
stopped
what?
posting
We
after the
really
whole
we
thing
need
with
we need
Gak.
Gak on here. I bet Gak is the champion.
That,
Well,
yeah. I think
yeah,
you're right.
maybe I can put this in a Slack group and he can
Ask
answer
how many
later.
dots
Yeah.
everyone has.
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah.
we can pull up his stats. I mean,
Yeah, we could pull up.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
Oh,
Where do
there
you find
was-
the dots? Oh, to the right of your name and to the far
Yeah.
right.
yeah.
oh, we also need to pull up Gleek's then because
I got 2 dots.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gleek might be the clear winner of us all.
Yeah, well, he could probably tell
Yeah,
us.
well, you guys are making me feel like I post up a storm on there, and I'm like, you know what? I have 0.6. Well, you'll get to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
but
getting
you've
to
been
that.
on a long time, Jim. 2004. That's 9 years more than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's the same as me. And he's got twice as much as more than twice as much as I have. But I've been dead for the last 10
He
years.
talks twice as fast as you.
Mm.
Yeah.
So how many
Machines.
how many dots do you get? I mean, when do you get a cookie? When you get how many dots?
I think somebody has to up your. They have to up you or
yeah,
something.
that's rep.
yeah,
The
right.
rep dots. Yeah.
It's a circle jerk thing.
And then you get a prize at the end.
Yeah, there's a ton of questions that you can actually ask on here, but I just kind of went with the basics. So next, number 4, and this is actually what came directly because I didn't know this was the stat on there, Jimbo. I thought you actually calculated it out yourself.
Oh, take the year. Yeah.
Yeah. So what are your posts per day?
Yeah. It's
Which
like-
is right below there. So Andrew,
0.61.
Oh, damn. We're not that
Okay.
different.
Oh,
yeah, that's where it's
Ah.
kind of interesting.
interesting.
Gary,
So,
I am 0.28.
Oh, that's mine too.
hey, you're on a turn.
Sorry.
Huh.
I matched though.
Dave from Buffalo.
0.31.
Guess what? That's mine too. I'm pulling a mock.
Oh,
You're out of order.
I am 0.
69, dude.
Oh,
Not
nice.
my brother.
All right, someone pull up Gax and Gleeks. I gotta see this now.
all right.
Like Gak's got to be like
I'll pull up
1,000.
Gak if someone wants to pull up Gleek.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to do this.
There's 2 guys I want to pull.
Alright, I'm gonna go-
Not pull
I gotta go-
nothing on Gleek.
Pull dinner out of the oven. I'll be right back.
Go to
Get a
search,
beer.
search by username
Oh, you can certainly
and look for threads started by user, and then click into that thread and then click on their name. So Gak has 2007. Oh, sorry. His join date was 2011.
Oh, he's relatively new as well.
Relatively new. He's probably the same as me though. Like I lurked on Club for probably 2 or 3 years before I joined.
I did for a little bit as well, but not that. Maybe a year.
I just didn't, I was a little bit intimidated by like the conversation. I'm kind of like sort of like new to the hobby, and I didn't have any specific questions, so I was like, I'm just gonna read.
There was
I
a question
2
I
years
should
Holy
ask.
fuck.
The Gleek.
Like Gleek. Yeah.
All right, what's Gleek's join date? Gak is 2011,
2015.
15. I know he was pretty new. All right, so what's his total posts?
6,560.
Oh, I figured.
All right, so Gak's is 2,753.
Okay. That wasn't. I guess that's about right. He posts like a lot of the for sale. Yeah, and like drinkers and events, but not.
So
Yeah.
the magic number posts per day. Gak has 1.04.
Oh, Gleek just blew him out of the wall. 5.28.
Holy shit!
All right.
I mean, you think about it.
Are we going to look up
dinner 5 times a
I
day?
mean, doing one
okay,
post
that's
a
not
day is not unreasonable, I don't think. But fuck,
Yeah.
5 posts a day every day of your life.
Ah.
That's crazy.
Oh, now I got to look up another mysterious.
I know. I'm doing the same thing.
How many friends
No.
does everybody have?
Am I
You can
opening?
just all you have to do is just say the stats. Don't have to say who it is.
Fuck, can you see my fucking questions? Because that is one of the questions coming up.
No.
We can post in the IRC.
That is one of the questions coming up.
All right.
So we've got 6693. Well, Gleek beat him out. He's got 4.47.
No, I'm sure it's about to change though, as of recent events. He's working to change the stats.
That's
steadily increasing.
That's since 2014.
Kris, why do you always post on Clav, Kris?
And Gleek's been fairly quiet as of the last few months as well, compared to his normal.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Okay, so let's go to question number 5 that Mock kind of just figured out. There was, how many Clav friends do you have?
Oh, I've got the low number.
Me too.
I actually have more than I thought I had, but it's still not that many.
Oh,
I don't particularly add anyone. I just
so you just hit friends and it just has at the top showing how many out of whatever.
I have 33.
Oh yeah.
Carrie's not on there. Dave, how many
13.
friends? 13. Jimbo?
Same thing, 13.
Mock?
41.
Holy shit. I have 21.
I know the LA people maybe is
no one likes
helps.
I smell.
The LA crowd. And the Grinkers crowd. That helps.
And my number, my second friend on my list, I'll just post it in our chat there.
Your second number?
That's the second on my list.
Oh yeah.
Leak or
I don't think I have that one on my list.
how many friends does Gak have?
No, I don't.
I don't know if you can
4
see that or
million.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that one, but let's see.
You know, I don't think I have you, Andrew, as a friend.
Yeah, you can see because I'm looking up somebody else we know. I'm not gonna. But I'm trying to find this guy that I thought was gonna blow. What did you say Gleeks were? He had what was his post? 6 points per day.
5.28 a day.
Yeah, I can't even find someone close.
I don't think I am with Jimbo either.
And the one guy I thought was killing it. No, Gleeks got it buried.
I don't know if I've actually ever gone out and actually asked to be a friend. I think these are all just ones that someone's asked me.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
I think on some of these I may have done it when I saw the visitors, which actually should be another interesting question. Like how many visitors have you had to your
how many stalkers?
Oh, actually, there's a question. What's the last 10 visitors to your page?
Oh, that's a good one.
So so we'll do last 10 visitors and the total number of visitors.
All right.
This is the most interesting club spend.
Wow.
So the next question
number.
So we'll do the next question, then we'll do the visitors thing. So the next question is, what's your feedback score?
Where is that?
It's right at the top. There's a feedback score tab.
Feedback score.
I didn't even know this existed until
I don't see it. Feedbacks.
Yeah, it's in the tab. So visitor messages about me.
Tab. I can't give you a tab unless you order.
Oh, there. Okay.
Nice. Yeah, statistics, friends, and then feedback score. I didn't know this even existed until not that long ago.
I have 1.
And it's 10%.
No, it's positive, 100% positive, and only a score of 1.
Ditto for me.
My feedback score is 26 with 100.
Holy fuck!
You've done a lot of transactions.
I have.
You know what I mean?
Back in the day, I used to buy a lot of stuff on Club.
Mine is 5 at 100%. Carrie, do you?
I have 4 at 100%.
Nobody has a negative.
No.
I didn't even know this thing existed until not that long ago.
I mean, I've done so many transactions. I never leave feedback score. I don't even leave feedback on eBay anymore.
I don't either.
I always forget about it, but then if someone does, then I'm like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, if someone does it, then I'll reciprocate it. But other than that, I won't.
I have.
Does it show,
I have 11.
Does it show what's been sold or bought and sold? That would be, but I wouldn't know. It wouldn't even know. It wouldn't know
unless someone wrote it.
So if you go right there on the feedback score, there's a view full profile.
Yeah, if someone wrote what you
and then you can see like feedback. So
that makes sense. I bet I'll bet you half of mine came from those exity pivot pins.
So
yeah,
my last one is for my bit wrench order. It's probably the last thing I bought in Clav.
Shit.
But I buy and sell all the time. It's just I don't.
Yeah.
I guess you're if there's no negatives, it's but you
Oh,
don't know,
dude, I bet
don't know.
Crafty's got a shit ton. We should look up Crafty's with his TPGs and everything.
Is that cloth stocking? This is awesome.
Yeah.
Live. Yeah. Who wants
Live on
to
the
stock
air.
next? Yeah.
Look up Jacobson.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Oh God.
Well, he probably posted a lot before, so I mean that doesn't do anything anymore.
Oh, and he probably
yeah.
got positive feedback for fucking farting on the air. I mean, come
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Again, it's a
Internal
circle jerk
John
thing.
Air.
So
I'll bet like the same like groups of people just keep repping each other. Like it's
Seabar just joined us. The Seabar, where you log into your Clav and you can go into your profile and we're looking at stats.
Seabart might have us all beat with low statistics.
Yeah.
Ouch.
So feedback 0.
That's not a bad thing.
Zero.
Go to your statistics and then how many posts you have. What are your posts per day? And what year did you join?
Let me get back to that window. Statistics. Total posts 110.
What year did you join?
That would be the
Yesterday.
23rd day of June 2015. And I'm averaging about 0.10 posts per day.
You are the lowest.
Yeah.
I try to.
Yeah.
Well, you also probably have the least amount of machines besides Mock.
Yeah.
But,
What are you talking about? I got like 30,000 games on that thing.
What is this?
Okay,
Anna.
so we're going to insert a couple more questions. I still have more questions to go, 4 more, but we'll insert a couple
I'm
more
looking up Crafties.
thing here. So recent visitors. So on your friends list, or on any of them, I think, in the bottom
Gak
right,
made it somehow.
bottom right hand corner.
Is he on an airplane? Are you wearing sunglasses?
You have Wi-Fi over there?
Am I sideways, vertical? Where am I?
You're good.
You're
You're
good.
good.
You're horizontal, just the way I like you.
Beautiful baby.
You look thinner. You must have lost weight during the move.
Dude, I probably lost 20 pounds in the last 72 hours. It's crazy.
Oh, Crafty's stats are interesting to say the least.
Well,
But I'm trying to, put some calories back in me. Have some beer. So,
What are you drinking,
We were
Gak?
worried about you.
What are you drinking, Gak? 805?
Firestone Walker 805.
Yeah. Nice.
Woo!
So beer.
Yep.
I'm drinking that too.
oh, Mock's drinking it too.
Yeah.
Twinsies.
If you guys don't mind, I'm just going to do a quick show. There's the house behind me.
Beautiful.
That's the new house. Thanks.
Here, let me present you.
I can't wait to take an upper decker in it.
Oh, there we go. All right. Let's try this out now. Now I can see what you guys are
Shit on my house.
Shit on my... Oh, yeah.
Get out of the way.
Get on the fucking
The
road.
friendly new neighbors.
Yeah, he's pissed off. Chris, get off the road, Chris.
So,
Wait, is that Mock?
You sit on my house!
Be coughing.
Shit on my house.
No, it was
if
a
you
Chevy.
see those two windows
Oh.
up there, the two windows up there, that's my game room.
Oh.
So
Nice.
I don't have any games in it yet, but sometime soon here. But let me go ahead and walk around the back real quick and show you guys.
Beautiful. Good timing there, buddy.
Don't trample the flowers, Chris.
Got the
Now, here's
4th of
one
July
that,
candle.
this really blows. Oh, have my work trailer. It took like 7 loads in this trailer to move.
7
my
loads
house.
in the trailer?
Yeah, look at this. I can't believe this is like the first time in my life. A garage door opener.
Oh, boy.
Really? They have one for old house?
Wow. Welcome to the 80s.
Exactly.
Jack, now 8 people know where you work.
You'll blur it out later on the.
Oh God, I have to write notes. Jesus.
So you can
This
see
is more motivation
I got
for
it.
our viewers to tune in live.
So eventually these ones are gonna make it upstairs.
Oh
But
boy.
you know, look at all this shit.
Good thing you have an elevator in that house.
Right?
A freight.
Red tent there.
Thank God he has two sons that are strong.
Exactly. That's
Dude, this is the sexiest slideshow ever.
Kind of
Eve Ho, that
that was like when was it Gak that was at that event, at that arcade event, and it was like the same thing. It was like
in New York. Yeah.
I wish it was dark and then you opened your fridge and there was fucking Fudgio cookies in there.
It's not dark enough.
Crazy plants here.
What the fuck? What kind of Edward Scissorhands shit is that?
Topiaries.
Those are weird.
It's like Mario Brothers.
Is that inflatable?
Mario Brothers. That's funny.
The prior owner loved cats, so she's got like these statues of cats and little seating area back here
for the cat.
Dry fountain. You know, at some point we'll actually.
Oh, you better fix
put
that.
water in it.
It looks like a pea target.
Yeah,
Fill that bitch up.
Just Dave from
Make it
Buffalo.
rain. Yeah.
You don't need to do an upper decker.
He'll
You
do that for you.
Dave's
Oh,
like
cascader.
The piss fountain.
A cascader.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Her, little cat, the matching. So the deck has a matching cat house
With a deck.
She didn't take all her cat shit with her?
Oh my God! You moved into a house with you moved into a cat house.
Here's
Crazy
the deal.
cat
Like,
lady's house.
their realtor said, she was like, well, all their furniture in the house is negotiable. You know, they may throw in stuff, and I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and ask for all their furniture, and they pretty much said okay. So we have like tons of extra furniture. So like this whole setup was all here.
Nice.
Now I have like tons of extra beds and stuff. But you can't quite see it. So the backyard really drops off back here.
The decker, the upper
But
decker.
that goes down there.
Yeah,
But
there's
can't
your
quite
upper
make
decker.
it out between the trees there.
Nice
right in
finger.
there. Yeah, there's a big giant green belt over there.
Oh, nice.
Oh goodness, they're on the other side of the neighbors. So, but yeah, let me if you guys don't mind.
We have a local beer called the Grain Belt.
So I'm gonna well, let's see if I can go in there real quick.
I need to get the creepy music
The
ready.
wife upset.
Oh, look at that right there.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yep.
That looks like a hernia job for the stairs.
Yeah, for sure. Some old school BMX. Look,
Watch for bulging discs, Chris.
We have like 2 sets of washer and dryers, except for their washer was broken. So,
The slideshow
let me see here.
continues.
Good old 4G
Good thing-
internet service.
Good thing
Garage is
I'm
one big
gonna get a new
Faraday
video
cage.
card so I can stream at a good 4 frames a second.
Look at
At
that.
least we can see.
Or
this
4
one.
seconds.
Andrew, I was just looking at 1080.
Jack, you're just showing off now with that garage
Yeah.
door.
I know, right?
You really need that 1080 Ti for your fucking Street Fighter.
Well, yeah. What you don't realize is this actually isn't his house. He's at his neighbor's. What are you doing here?
Hold on a second. I got locked out of the house.
Sorry, I got locked out of my own party by mistake.
Yeah, you haven't gotten your key privileges yet.
Oh, where are the cookies?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I got the cookie.
All right, don't let the dog out.
Chris, don't let the dog out, Chris.
Look at this ridiculous medallion thing in the house.
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm trying to make my way up to the gate.
This is probably what it's like watching me broadcast from my garage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
There we
Potato vision.
He's on his
go.
Commodore
I gotta
64
show you,
phone.
Hi, Penny.
Doggy.
Can you get
Penny.
okay? So this room here is like this weird little bonus room that they use for yoga. But this is the weird part.
Can you
here.
demonstrate?
Check out this area here.
Sex dungeon.
Storage.
Attic storage. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Look how long that is down there.
The leather bungee chair.
You put a
That
good
was-
sex swing in there.
That would fit. That would fit a Tempest cabinet. Awesome.
This is like probably, I don't know, maybe 8 feet wide and probably 30 or 40 feet long.
You know how many Rubbermaid bins full of toys you could fit in there?
Right.
Or a big ball pit.
Poor Gak. And his voice is so quiet too with the phone that like we're just talking all over everything. Or I am, I guess. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go in what will be the game room eventually.
Nice.
So she left behind all these framed pictures too.
Put movie posters in them. Okay, next.
Are they cats?
Not only I got one desk, I got 2 desks in here.
They literally just drove their car away.
Can you show us the ancient burial ground in the basement?
Yeah, right. Here's the most important part right here, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have that.
I moved in pretty quick.
Yep, priorities.
So how many inches long is it?
Essentially, just picture like there'll be probably 5 or 6 games on this.
That didn't come out right.
Just right.
It was
just right.
How many inches is the room lengthwise?
Inches?
Inches. Feet.
Why not feet?
Millimeters. How many millimeters is that?
Mock is used to very small spaces, all right?
Yeah. Exactly. How many feet, I mean?
So there'll be about
how many inches is it, Chris?
There's the show title.
What, Gak? I didn't hear you.
All right, so eventually there's going to be about 5 or 6 games on this wall. I'm going to have one game there in the middle of the windows. And then they'll actually be
fuck the windows.
Yeah, but run them across.
Here,
yeah.
The Star Wars cockpit right there.
Nice.
And then I'm going to put 720 right there. And then my desk, I'm eventually going to build one that looks like a bar top, but it'll have the monitor hidden like underneath the bar top. And that'll be my
Like
desk.
Tron.
Nice.
So it'll be like a hidden desk behind the bar. And then I'm kind of putting chiller right there. Then here's this lets the trip, man, because this is actually like a master suite setup or whatever.
I can't wait till I can destroy that bathroom.
So
we will destroy.
It's got a big walk-in closet here. I mean, it's probably I don't know 5 or 6 feet wide. And maybe
how many games can you fit in it?
How many inches?
How many inches is it? 5 or 6.
Well, listen. Like right here. So see that, see
it's gonna be a rough Wednesday.
Yeah.
So if you picture another doorway here, running not quite to the corner there.
Finger cam.
Yep. So what I want to do is I want to open this up. There'll be a big opening right there. You see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
You vision that? So
yeah, I'm picturing your big opening.
The finger helps.
Closet. And then over here, this wall, I'm gonna have like a window opening here. So when you first walk in, you'll be able to see through that room, and it'll look kind of like a column right here. And that way there'll be like a shelf here to put drinks on or whatever. But then it's like part of the room, because like I said, I can fit 5 or 6 more games in here. So.
And then you'll buy so many more games that you can't fucking fit anything anymore at all.
I know. That's always a problem. But I think if I don't go in the closet.
Were you out of the closet?
Yeah.
I'm out of the closet now.
Oh, that
somebody had to say it, right? So,
I couldn't get to my unmute button in quick time.
That was 2
Somewhere between 10 and 12 games. 10. I should be able to fit here. and then I'll be able to get another 5 or 6 in that room if I open that up. That's maybe 15, 17 games will be my max.
Put the candle back.
So Gak, if you have all your games upstairs, are taking games to CAC's going to be a thing of the past because you don't want to take them up and down the stairs every year?
Oh.
Yeah. So this
Good
year,
question.
God, just spelling games I wouldn't want to.
I guess Carrie's bringing her entire collection.
This year, for sure, I'm bringing around 10 or 12 games. And,
I got to stop clicking away from that palette. It just comes up.
So you'll still take them down the stairs for CAC's?
No, I'm not planning on doing that. But I'm always going to have a handful in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Project or whatever.
So those will be the transport games.
The beaters.
In process. If I find a deal on something, I'll grab it and try it out. And if I don't like it, I'll just sell it, So that's probably what I'll be doing with CAC's. I don't know if I'll be hauling as many games, maybe.
Hey, I'll bring my Mega Touch to CAC's. I'll sell it there.
There you go.
It'll be the only touchscreen game there.
Yep. So sorry to interrupt you guys. I just wanted to hop in real quick.
Oh no, it's nice to see your new house.
Yeah.
We were hoping for the tour, but yeah.
Wasn't the full tour. It's pretty messy everywhere, like TVs and monitors and stuff everywhere.
As messy as your hair, you kind of look like Calvin right now with your hair.
I like it.
Yeah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, next week I'll have internet in here, the computer set up, and maybe 1 or 2 games. So I'm hoping every week bring up a game or 2.
Yeah, just get your boys on that and tell them, if they want a PC game, they gotta get that shit set up, and they'll figure that out fast.
Oh yeah.
So cool. All right. Well, Seth was bringing dinner home right there when I started showing you guys, so I'm gonna grab a bite to eat.
All right, Gak.
I'll just listen in. So, all right, guys.
Hey, Gak.
Bye, Gak.
Good night.
Congratulations.
Bye,
Gak's house segment brought to you by
Happy for you.
Gak.
Oh.
Don't give the kids the Wi-Fi until they've moved the games up. They'll be done in a day.
Well, they may need it for other reasons.
Porn jokes are funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they make me laugh.
They're so spoiled, man. We had to acquire that stuff from magazines and stuff back in the day before internet.
Yeah, look what I found in my dad's bedroom.
Yeah, it's more like look. There's breasts in National Geographic. I'm totally jerking.
Yeah.
Wow, they got gourds.
Look.
Oh my God,
Look at this JCPenney underwear ad I got.
That's like a scene in Porky's, isn't it? Where he pulls out the National Geographic in the morning. He's got a big old sniffy. His mom walks in. Yeah.
They didn't have the computer.
Porn at your fingertips.
Or your
VR
phone.
porn.
Your cell phone.
We didn't have VR porn.
Hey, where's
barbarians?
Yeah. Johnny Hard on.
All right, let's get the rest of these questions done.
I like these; they're real easy.
Yeah. All right, so we were going to insert the recent visitors. So how many, and what were your last 10?
Oh.
Man,
God, I even had 10.
It means they're spying on you.
So it's on your profile in the bottom right is a separate little box.
Oh, wait. Let me quickly read. I still have Crafty's pulled up.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yep.
So he's got a. Let's see here. Let me bring. There we go. He's got a total of 2,829 posts. He joined in 2013. He averages 1.42 a day, which is actually less than I thought because keeping up with all the FPGA and the TPG and all that stuff. So it's actually less than I figured. He's got.
He probably does a lot outside of Club, I would imagine.
Probably, and I know I think he's got like a deal or something going with Mike's Arcade because I think he sells his TPGs, a lot of them through
Arcade Shop. I think sells them.
Arcade.
Does he? Because I just bought something from Arcade Shop and I saw it on there.
But he's got a feedback score of 100%.
Definitely he's done a few more transactions.
Yeah, just a couple. Wow.
Yeah. So. All right. So
recent visitors. How many visits and the last 10 that were on your page? Andrew, go.
I have 525 visits. Last 10 are DJ Rouge UK, Jimbo Dini. Thank you, Jim.
I'm always lurking.
K-Doe, K-D-O-E, Man Adams, local. Shout out to Dan there. Mock the Magic Man.
He's a stalker because he's on mine too.
I don't even remember. How funny.
Nacero Necros, which is Brian Frober there. The Yeti is another local guy here. VDSD, don't know who that is. And Weinstein, don't know who that is.
Hey, Carrie.
All right, so I've had 500 visits, and I have my last 10. Well, some of you guys.
Really?
I'm guilty. Like there are times where that's probably why I visit like Andrew and stuff. Sometimes I'll be like, "Oh, Andrew's on. I wonder what thread he's looking at."
You are stalking.
Stalker.
Yeah, I have Jimbo. Yeah. I have Mock.
What?
You you kind of wonder how.
How did that happen?
Yeah, right.
Well, sometimes it could be people who just accidentally click on your name in a thread too.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I
that
mean?
could
Because
be. Yeah.
like you just accidentally click on someone.
Yeah.
All right, didn't mean
Yeah, I have Gleek. I have Gino. He just sent me a PM, so I know that that's why. like some of these make a lot of sense. Actually, and I will say a prestigious visitor that I have had. I have Idaho Farmer. So Steve from Quakers visited my page.
He wanted to know for sure if after talking with Gak, the last time,
yeah,
things were really happening. That's really funny. I have to go
I have DJ Rouge, UK, Douglas GB, R5G, who I got the Lord of the Rings from. So yeah, there we go. That's my last 10. 10.
All right, who's this DJ Rouge guy who's going to our fucking pages?
I'm gonna go visit him.
I'm visiting him right now.
Don't worry.
Is he on?
Don't worry. He doesn't like me apparently.
We're friends. Never mind.
Is he on the chat?
Who's this asshole? Oh wait.
Oh my god, it's like our group. It's like Brad is a friend, Gak's a friend, I'm a friend, Steve's
I'm a friend.
Buffett's
I'm not.
a friend.
I hate everyone. Yeah.
Okay. See, Bart, you know what we're looking at here?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. What tab's it under?
Just go into your profile. It's in the bottom right. It's a separate box.
I think that dude tried to friend me on Facebook. I recognize him from his picture.
We're looking at recent visitors.
It's not populated
recent
yet.
visitors.
The last 4 visitors.
Friend requests.
So you just click on your name, welcome, whatever. Click on your name. It should be the bottom right. Down, same area where the statistics were. Just go to the bottom right of your window.
I don't see any.
Okay.
Oh, on recent visitors. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. Okay.
Last 10.
I was feeling bad for you for a second.
42 visits. Chance JK. No, Chance.
Oh, Chance.
Yeah.
I think
Did you mention a purple Donkey Kong at all?
No, I don't think so. CY Snake, Greaseball, JS Techie, Nagi, 19 Pastaman, R Sarah from the chat, Gleek, and Zen Master.
Nice. All right, go for it, Dave.
I have 124 visits. I don't know anybody these people except Leo. AC Volts, CMG Bait 13, Darren 44, Dave Vienna, Dive Master 12, Flex, Leo, Locky Cole, Lord of Double D, and 77. Yeah, that was the first one. I'm like, who is Lord of Double D?
Yahoo chat. We're talking about Clav. No.
Yeah,
Hot guy 69 at
AOL at hotmail.com.
yeah. Hotmail.com, exactly.
Okay, go ahead, Jimbo.
I have 463 visits.
Wow.
Yeah, but I pale in comparison to Andrew and Carrie.
Yeah, she's got 500. I've got 525.
Yeah, and you guys, yeah. Carrie's is quite high.
I apparently have a very inviting profile.
Well, you are, one of only so many.
I know. They're like, does it say if she's really a girl? That can't be right. That can't be right.
That's what it is.
You change your avatar to like a vagina at some point.
Flat out.
The skydiving gif, Andrew.
So Carrie's the one famous personality that's made from the show.
Yeah. Oh, I saw it today. I noticed today that was it Jim K on Club. He is the one that always had the chick like upside down with the clip. He took it off. So like like Jim K. You associate a GIF with with person. I'm like, oh wait, that's the same dude. What happened? Yeah. Anyways, the last 10 visitors. I've got Adam G, Chuck 12, D Hacked, Digimon, Gawal, Gewal. I don't know. Greaseball, Hunter Fikes. I don't know who the Cooley, Kollie, K-Spiff, and Newfie. I don't know who like half those people like I've never even heard of, like recognized at all.
I love how we're just basically giving call outs to like people, like shout outs to like all these random strangers. So if you want to be shouted out to, maybe visit some of these fucking people.
Visit us.
We might do this in another 3 years.
And you could be famous.
Next week we'll have double the viewers. They just want shout outs. Woo, I heard my name.
We'll promise to clumsily say your name on the show next week.
Yeah. I'm gonna start posting every day to beat you fuckers.
Right.
Okay, go.
They can come on here and correct us. No, it's actually pronounced, Grease Bale. No,
Grease Bale.
And I'll have you all know that I'm now up to 501 thanks to Seabart.
Ooh.
Nice.
I want to beat Andrew.
Go ahead, Mark.
I just need
All right,
25
I want more
more.
green dots than anybody. All right.
That's going to take a lot of circle jerk reps. Yeah.
I think I keep blowing my load on Jim.
Oh,
Not surprising.
I'll take it. Yeah. Oh yeah, we haven't
Close
talked
your eyes.
about reps. Gak and Gleek win that easy.
keep your eyes closed. All right, so I got 10. I got a 10. I got 140 visits, and I got Adam G. I got DJ Rouge UK, Roller, Greaseball, Herbert Smarts, ITO. I don't know any of these people. Well, some of them. Necros, Ralph T3, Torin, and VBSD. I don't know who that VBSD.
I've got him too. Yeah, I don't know.
VD.
I know Torin.
Yeah, Torin. Shout out to Torin. He's
Adam G.
Yeah, Torin.
Yeah, Adam G. He had the GAC award. Not
Adam G. was the fucking hammer.
Necros.
Adam
Was
G.
that last year or the year before? I don't know.
That was last year, I think.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, fucking. That was Thursday night. He
was determined to get it. He was like set out to get it.
Everyone hug me. Yeah.
So I have 436 visits. The last 10 were Adam G, Coinop, Curtis, DJ Rouge UK Plus, like everybody else does. DTAR Plus Fly.
I think Plus means they're a friend of yours.
Yeah, is that what it is? Okay.
Yep.
DTAR Fly, Greaseball, Mark from Canada. I don't even know who that is. Mock the Magic Man.
I visited everybody.
Retro Creeper.
Not me.
Creeper.
Retro Z and BBSD as well. So those are
Hey, Whip, is it Mark from Canada, the guy that Todd Tucky always sends shit to? That's not
it could be. Yeah, it could be.
Canada.
Yeah.
It just seems like a big coincidence.
Maybe he watched my video with Todd Tucky and was jealous, so he wanted to go on start buying stuff from him.
We're there.
I would imagine he's from back east then, because I don't really know. I know one or two other guys from over here. That's it. All right, so those were the visitors were just an add-on there. So we have 4 more questions. They'll be fairly quick. But what you need to do is you need to go over to your VAPS profile.
Oh shit, that's a trick.
God.
How do I do that?
I hate this.
So top
Just
right
type-
corner, return home to the main site,
Yeah, I'm doing that now.
and then make sure you're signed in, and then I always forget this part.
I usually just go to vaps.org.
Oh, I used the
I
little
usually,
map
I
slash
usually find a
which
I
is-
usually find a post that I'd made and I click on.
Okay. Yeah, vaps.org works.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
You go to
Oh,
VAPS.
I don't think I'm part of this.
You didn't join VAPS? Oh.
Well, I thought it automatically does it now. In the last 5 years, I thought it automatically.
Automatically did it for me back in 15.
Yeah, that's what
All
I
right.
thought.
So
Back in 15.
Way back in 15.
Way back in my days.
Yeah.
Get off.
so okay. So what do you do here? Do you sign in somewhere or what?
I
You
was
should have-
automatically signed in after being signed in on the
The only time I see the
Yeah,
VAP
you
link
should.
is on a
Yeah.
post that I had made. It's under your location.
If not, there is in the top left. I think there is a login, but you should be if you just maybe refresh. It should
All right.
automatically log you in, as long as you're on Clove when you're logged in.
Oh shit! I had updated this not too long ago. I must have really wanted that rep point. No, I was kidding.
Well,
Yeah.
Jimbo, you guys are amazing. What the next question was? When was the last time your VAPS game list was updated?
Oh, that's hilarious. I updated it tonight.
I think I have
Not
to.
like
That's
well
hilarious.
before the show. I did it to add pole position, and I realized when I added that they also finally got Ghostbusters in VAPS, so I added that.
Cool. And so if you're looking for it, it's right underneath your username.
Okay, so I signed in. So what do I do after that?
Go to profile and my profile. So yeah, if any listeners want to do this and see if you didn't know you've got stats here or whatever. So vaps.org, go profile, then my profile. Or you can go to my games as well. I think lists your games and stuff.
Yep.
I do not have a VAPS member profile yet.
Really?
Okay,
okay. Mine says I signed up in October, which is when
I'm
I
logged in, but I don't have a profile.
Yeah, because I think everybody gets an account when you go
shit.
to...
I haven't updated my location. It still says St. Cloud.
Okay, so, Carrie, when's the last time you updated your games list?
Yeah, actually, June of 2018. I think I actually did it like yesterday, if not today.
Nice.
Yeah.
Look at all you guys.
Look at you and I.
Being caught up. Being caught up to date on your stuff. That's awesome. Seabart, do you...
Last fall when I put in Missile Command, which I finished the control panel today, so...
Ooh!
So, like fall 2017 sometime?
Yeah, fall 2017.
Cool.
Are you going to ask the total of the games there too, Whip, or no?
I will, yep. So Dave from Buffalo, when's the last time you updated your games list?
I just did it the first time ever in May. So May was the first and only time I actually even added anything to VAPS. So May of 18.
What the fuck?
And you have what, like 70 games, but they're all the same one?
Ooh. Easy there, buddy. It's coming out soon.
Where do I put the 61 at?
Nice.
My main cabinet. Where's that?
I think you call that a midway cocktail
extravaganza.
You go to arcadeicons.com to do that shit.
This
original
dedicated?
No.
Arcade Icons
is broken.
Yeah. Hey, at least this one is
Sorry,
here.
everybody.
We haven't done the game. Full of shit.
We haven't done like contests.
It says that it says on here that your location is set by your Clav profile, but my Clav profile says that where my city, and it's not reflected in VAPS. It's the wrong. So I don't know.
I think if you go to profile, my profile, I think
I can't change it.
Oh,
maybe it's just what it was.
Under location, it says real name, username are set on the Clav account settings.
Maybe it was what it was when you signed up for it, but they don't have anything to update it.
Right. Yeah.
They are two separate databases.
Although you'd think you can't be pulling from the same database, but
ultimately they probably are separate.
Wait a second. Is it a database or is it a database? You guys don't yell at me for database.
I say data, but
okay.
I say data.
Oh, so it is a Canadian.
I say Mario.
No, I say data.
You say data as well.
But you're really close to Canada.
Next time you bug me, I just thought of another one. You say tomato, I say tomato.
I say Mario, you say Mario.
Yeah.
So Jimbo, if you go to account set, were you on account settings and it wouldn't let you update it? Oh, I'll be darned.
No, so if I go my profile and under location, it says real name, username, and location are set in the MAME Clav account setting page. If you click that link, it shows you have your zip code. And mine is current, but it doesn't.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
So that's
oh
fine.
Wait, never mind. Wait, I found it. It's way at the bottom, and it says city. Okay.
Actually, it's funny. I was in the primary information. I realized that when I signed up, my age group is changed.
Oh wait, I don't want to update this yet because
you actually have to change your age group?
I have to change my age group.
Weird.
Wow.
I would imagine.
Wait, where's mine? Oh yeah.
It's right at the top of primary information. Look at us being all like.
I did.
sorry.
It has my birth date, but it doesn't know how old I am.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not putting my.
It was weird because VAPS was a completely separate thing, right? And then they talked to the people that ran Clav, and they merged the two.
Oh.
That's why it's VAPS.org. That's why it's a completely separate beast. It was somebody else had started this. Yeah.
Oh, shit, what are you guys reading for the last update? Because there's like multiple things, like last login, updated VAPS bio, updated confirmed VAPS game list.
I think it's updated confirmed, or
I was just doing it underneath when you go to your My Games list, underneath your username, it tells you right there when your games want and haveless her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
It
looked
doesn't have the date. It just has the month and the year.
It just has the month and year. They might not even do the date.
Okay, so the game list. Okay.
But it was today.
So
Gotcha.
you're up next, Jimbo.
February, just a few months ago, February 2018.
Mock, do you have anything there, or you guess you didn't add anything? Eh?
No, I have stuff because it auto filled in like normal stuff. So it has my location.
So do you have a last updated for your? Well, you don't have any games. You won't have.
I didn't update. I never inserted any games into this. I didn't even play Outrun when I had it.
So I'm April 2018, just a few months ago.
So my sign up date is the same as my Clav. So
when
I have on here.
When was the last time you updated your bio in Vaps? And it should just be just below that there. I know some of you probably just did it.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck.
That's okay.
God damn it.
Actually, it's funny. My Vaps bio shows last updated February of 2015.
There you go.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, mine says June of 2014.
I'm February of 2016.
May 2018.
Today.
And I'm December 2015. All right, just two more questions. Pretty simple on the profile my games. If you scroll
and then
down,
you can do your biometric screening.
How many games are on your my games list? Which is your have list. So
It's a little deceptive because they have if you put PCBs in here, it makes it sound like you have more games.
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, I would be crazy if I had my PCBs.
Does it have a number? Or do you have to count?
No, it's at the top.
Right at the top.
Yeah, it says my games. Then
so go to profile my games and then just scroll down a little bit, and it has a title with the total.
Do you guys put the serial numbers in and all that stuff?
I do.
I do. Yeah, want to know them.
Yep.
Yeah, I always figured that this would be a good record for like insurance issues. Yeah, that's why I did it. And that's why I put all that information in fucking arcade icons. So I would have all sorts of good information.
I was waiting for that.
Fucking A.
I plan on doing that once I open the arcade, so I can actually go through every machine, get all the serial numbers off of it, and I'm going to redo all of these. So I also have a lot of boards here, so that would take me forever.
We don't even have our like game contests or anything anymore because we have no thing to run it. Sucks.
We just have our PC.
I mean, the last I remember, someone said there was supposed to be a one of us that was supposed to take it over, and his name rhymes with the.
Yeah, well, I think
the peak.
I believe
the peak.
I'm willing to bet that if he were given the opportunity, he probably would.
His name sounds like Wonder Twins.
Shriek. Twin Peak.
Form of forgetful fuck.
Okay, Andrew.
No, rhymes with cheek sneak. Yeah.
I think he was trying to work out a deal with
I hope he's able to. I know he's.
All right.
So Andrew,
I have 24 games.
Carrie.
Dun, dun.
I have 23, but one of them is a board. And actually, I probably have more.
22.
Seabart. Well, you don't know that really, are you? Oh, you do have games in it. You do have games
4,
in it.
5, 6. I got 7, but one of them, 3 of them
You
are.
did not have
PCBs.
7.
3 of them are PCBs.
Yeah. So I have,
Okay.
I have
Dave from
6,
Buffalo.
5.
I have a few more that I have 15.
I got 50, and I got 20 empty cabinets, and I got.
And I got a bunch of. Come on, Jim, do this.
I was just waiting. I was just, just getting ready for that. Yeah.
Hey, Orange Balls, I'll have a box of those. Give me a box of those naked lady tees, and give me 2 of those. Give me 2 of those.
There's a few games that are being delivered, which are on the list. So I'll make it. It'll be 18 at least. And oh god, I got problems. Okay.
I got problems.
Jimbo, how many?
16, but I need to update this a little bit.
16.
I think I need to add 1 or 2, but yeah, 16.
And just so you guys know, I'm pretty sure Vaps doesn't include boards. So in that 24 games, it only shows. I'm just looking at my account because I have some boards in here.
Oh, it doesn't count your boards.
It only includes original dedicated cabinets.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, wow. Well, in that case, I guess I really do have 23 then. I just assumed it was counting the board since it was on that list.
I looked at that and I was like, wait a minute. No, I actually have 24 games. So, and I have a bunch of boards in here.
I have fillers in here because they don't have they only have Mega Touch Max listed and
there's a few of them like that.
And like Nintendo Versus System because they don't have red tent,
Right.
that sort of thing.
Well, they do have red tent. they have red tent, but you choose the form factor as a cocktail.
Oh yeah. Wait, I did do that.
Nintendo Versus
System,
yeah,
and then you choose
and
cocktail.
then original dedicated cocktail.
Got it. Oh yeah, I did. Oh, okay. I guess I figured it out.
Mock, you don't have. Do you have any in there?
No.
You can put pins in it too, though. So just so you know,
Mock, you need to add every game from Clav because you've got MAME.
No, man,
I have 4,600 and
I was copy and paste that list.
Mine is way off. It says I have 64.
Samsonite.
Hmm.
But I
was way off.
I've done a recent count, and you can probably double that number.
Samsonite. I was way off.
And I have about 500 PCBs too, so
plus tax.
My numbers are a little off. And then finally, and the last one is how many games are on your VAPS wanted list? And we basically just scroll down further, and it's down there. And I need to change mine because I don't really.
Oh, yeah.
Mine says Robotron. What? No.
What? I'm sorry, I missed it.
So yeah, go ahead,
You
Andrew.
wanted?
Your
0.
Nice.
I've never put a game I wanted to on.
Yeah. I am also 0. Because
Seabart?
Why?
0.
Dave?
13.
Oh,
nice.
Somebody's using that function.
I just said, but I've never used it. So it says fast for sale. There are, besides 2 of them, it's showing that they're for sale. So what do
I realize I fucked this up.
How do I? Well, it doesn't. Do I click?
I'm discovering all my errors.
Yeah, you can click on their stuff unless it's your stuff that's for sale.
Oh, so I just click and then I go.
Well, if you click Mad Planets, and it'll show the list of all the people who have a Mad Planets, and then you can see the ones that say yes for sale.
Oh, there we go.
I actually reached out to someone who was local about a 720 before I bought my 720, wondering because they were on Clav here. They had one local for sale, but they'd already sold it. And they didn't mark it.
I've contacted lots of people on this games for sale, and I've bought some, and I've had people do the same to me, and I've sold some. So mostly PCBs in my case, but.
And it's definitely like a big rule that you're not allowed to ask someone
this
to
is
sell something if
fucked
it's
up.
not marked for sale.
This is for is this the wanted or the ones for sale?
The wanted.
Wanted.
Oh, wanted. I have 2. I put Galaga 88 and Trog on there, but I just realized that it showed up under parts wanted, not games wanted. And when I go into the section, I can't find where you can actually change that to the actually add. Oh, it's just my parts for sale wanted. Where do you go for games?
It should just be below your games list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you scroll down.
No, I know where it is, but to add games.
All you do is add a game as if it's yours, and you just say you say have or wanted.
Oh, I see.
You just add a game. Period.
Least intuitive piece of shit.
Not.
No, it's I mean, interface. The graphics design on it's not the best either.
Oh,
good.
1998.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's probably when it was made.
The biggest spaghetti code site ever. Yeah.
Mock, do you have any? Do you have Robotron on there?
No, I was joking.
I have 2. I have Mad Planets and Cubert, but I haven't touched. I probably added those years ago.
You could have both if you bought Joel's.
I actually have everything to make both of them, so I don't really need to have this on here anymore. But.
His garage must look like Swiss cheese now.
Oh,
hardly anything left.
Yeah.
Sad.
And that is it for Orange Whip Secret Question.
Yeah. Nice. That was nicely done.
We can always do this and add other questions another time if it was you guys enjoyed it. There's lots of questions we can ask.
It was brainless and easy.
I think we should try doing the
Just
arcade
like
trivia again. That was fun.
Oh, the movie trivia. Movie trivia was always when most people were off the air and a few of us wanted to stay on, so we just started doing trivia at the end.
Or like movie trivia, maybe some arcade trivia. If we can find some decent questions.
Yeah, usually the questions were so freaking simple, though. That was the problem.
Yeah.
How about each of us brings an arcade question that we've created? Let's see who can get it.
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
That might be a good question next week.
There you go.
All right, so homework.
Yeah, you all have homework. One question.
Mine will be entirely Street Fighter.
That's why I
didn't look it up 10 minutes before the show.
That's why this was a surprise question. I didn't want to give you guys any homework.
Hold back, charge for 2 seconds, forward.
Yeah, and Blanca's stage. Who's in the background in the upper?
Always be charging.
It's his mom.
Yeah.
Jacklick says,
How
"What
did
did we
she know
learn?"
It's his son.
Oh.
Anklet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacklick says, "What did we learn that Arcade Hangout doesn't use Clav?"
Precisely.
Not much anymore, that's for sure.
Oh, just our thread.
And yet, still alive.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, okay.
Scratch my belly.
Scratch it.
Well, and now it's basically just whatever, free roam. Anybody in any
time for me to sign off.
Good night, everybody.
I only want to talk about Clav tonight.
Yeah.
Actually, I need something to drink.
Me too.
So
everybody just laughed.
I know, mass exodus for beverages.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, Jacklick wants to talk Grinkers. I don't know if Gak's not on here right now, so
what do you want to talk about Grinkers?
I know Andrew knows probably some stuff, but
yeah, we have dates. That's about it.
Yeah, we had dates since the last Grinkers.
Yeah, so Grinkers Grand Palace will be doing a large annual event like we always do. It will be October 12th and 13th officially.
The month is tan.
The month is tan.
We are trying to do the cutoff earlier this year. Is that correct?
Yeah, so there will be a earlier prerequisite for people who want to VIP and people who want to pre-register for the event. Basically, what we need to do is we need to take a lot of the work and effort out of Grinker's staff, who basically have been like rushing like mad people, trying to put together gift bags and that sort of thing. The day of, and sometimes the day later of the event. Yeah. So yeah, we're definitely going to be looking for registers very early. And have we announced? No, we haven't announced that. So we'll talk about that later.
Do we, Andrew, any idea when it'll open up to start doing the VIP thing? And
the VIP has been announced, I think, isn't it, on the thread?
At this point, I don't think we're taking funds yet. No. So when that'll be the official announcement is when GAC opens it up and says, "All right, we're send your money here," kind of thing. And if you want a VIP, then there you go. But that will be announced on Clav, and I'm sure we'll talk about it on this show when it actually gets live. But it will be this summer. It will be not August. It'll be like probably after CAX.
Okay.
So let's get through the
events
until
the events.
And the hotel rooms are still available. Use GrinkFest 6 for the discounted rate reservations.
Actually, there's a link on there to.
Yes, there's a link on it.
We should have a website for this stuff, don't you think? Link to like the hotel. And
so the VIP information is on there, but he's not accepting the money yet. But he has mentioned it. It says price to be announced along with the payment due date, but he's talking about custom-made pint glasses etched with event logo, name listed on the back of the event shirt.
Yep.
More to be announced as we get closer. But
we own the domain name for arcadeevent.com.
And he is marketing.
John does.
You know what? You know what? Let's do this because hey, why not? I'm going to name off all the VIPs that have signed up for VIP already.
All right.
Fried, Man Adams, Slick Nick, Mrs. Slick Nick, Security 0001, Mrs. Security 0001. Arc Revival was a maybe. What the fuck, Arc Revival? You're a yes.
Yeah.
And probably banned. So
yeah. DJ Flask, Torin, Matroid, and Hula Homer. 0.0. 0.0. I don't know what that is. Hat-trick. Jacklick.
0. Oh, wait, never mind. Go ahead.
M Green. And that's all that's on there. Which is funny because I've never not been a VIP. So Gak, if you hear this, just put VIP beside my fucking name already.
We all have every time, right?
Yeah, I've kind of been waiting for the official.
Yeah.
Official thing. That's an interesting thought, though, about having a website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably something that sounds like it's such a grown-up thing.
I know.
And I don't think of us as that organized and grown up because we're not.
Let me check. I did have a few arcade domain names that I've been holding on to. I don't know if I've had anything that would be applicable or not, but I can check.
Well, I mean, would we have an arcade hangout site?
Oh, we do. We can do it on there for sure. Yeah.
Do we?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We have a website?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Have since day one. It just shows the RSS feed for the podcast.
I do own Dave from Buffalo.com, but I haven't.
Which we could totally use. Yeah.
I haven't used it yet.
Well, we did start on a logo at least. We started on a concept for that.
Yeah.
How about helicopterjesus.com?
It's just I just have it's just set up with WordPress.
I need to
right
queue
now,
up the helicopter sound.
No, Arcade Hangout is something entirely different. That somebody else has that and they're using
the Arcade Hangout or Arcade Road Trip. But I think it's the Arcade Hangout. That's why I added the in front of everything.
Take that, you.
Like the Facebook?
Yeah.
Well,
Facebook.
If somebody else owned Facebook, then he'd be forced to do the Facebook. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure enough. No, I see it.
I just watched Social Network again. I
still have the upcoming
That's
from
a good
last year's Grand Palace
Yeah.
on there. I haven't touched it.
Oh, and I like that. Yeah, we have
How about
on the page is the Arcade Hangout episode is episode 125. Carrie's box is home use only.
how about
I never look at what our titles are.
how about the arcade event?
Yeah.
You know it's good if it's got the in front of it.
Yeah.
Arcade event. Appeal to the younger kids.
Nice.
Arcade boner. Dot
Arcade hangover.
dot orgy.
I'm looking at my Grinkfest collectible cards.
Look at that. Yeah.
Right now. Yeah, they're right up above the.
I got some Brofest ones sitting in front of me right here.
Ooh.
Hey, these are collectible. If anybody wants a blank one, you can put your own name on it. There you go.
And pretend like you were there.
I got some stuff. See, I got.
Hey, what's this damn show? I don't know what.
I got that from.
Oh yeah.
the penis.
I've got one of those, but I think I put it on my roll away.
What is this guy? I don't know what that show is.
I got some sticker here.
What's the Beckett guide of a bent John Jacobs Superstars card worth?
He gave me one of those at Brofest too. And I'm like, just out of the
Arcade Outsiders.
No. I'm pretty sure mine wins.
Skeleton Dick.
Skeleton Dick. Rangers Grand Palace sticker.
That made me. That was almost like the pre-cheek sneak laugh where I was laughing pretty hard when he just kept saying it.
Look what I'm still holding on
It
to.
just sounded funny.
I have a one up or not a one up. One circuit $100 arcade repair board.
Nice.
Hey,
haven't even touched it yet.
Hey, Brad, I can show you. Look what I got.
No.
Oh no! Oh no!
I've got Monopoly money here.
Oh, are we talking the same money here? We're in the same.
I've got $100 that
I
look
have got
good on my wall.
I think I gave you one of those, didn't I?
You did. And it was a joke too. It was that last. Was it last Grinkers?
It was Grinkers, yeah.
We're drunk, and you're like, "Here you go, Jim," at our Airbnb. I'm like, "You fucker."
Look what I won just for you, Jim.
Yeah, here you can have this. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were referring to Ian Kellogg gift certificates.
We were.
Yeah. We're not naming names, Dave.
You had to ruin it. Way to go.
He just
Trying to be PC about this.
I didn't see. I was looking above my stack of crap.
No excuse.
I'm sorry. He'll be back in business in 2022.
All right.
You think you'll recognize these?
Cracking a new beer here.
That's when we can start building the Toki.
We're gonna call you Johnny Lawrence over there.
I was just gonna say that the Coors Johnny Lawrence.
This is my last Coors Golden Banquet.
Did you get something special for that? Or you
well,
just...
I shouldn't say the only problem, but one of the problems is that there's no code or number on here. So like, well, that just presents a variety of problems actually.
Yeah.
I know. Well, we learned later that we needed to do that to make sure that stuff got validated. It was kind of an on your honor system before.
What's funny is that Peter's in the IRC.
I gotta do this.
Just like a penny. That looks like it could tear up your finger though. Oh, nice.
Fuck man.
Here it is. Here it is.
That was a good
The
one.
Hidden Garage Door.
He was good at that in yeah. Pow.
Oh, mine has a code on it.
Like I'm good with
the later ones don't show that because that's what validates it as being unique.
Well, you can't use it. The site's down, or I mean, they're closed, or something.
Theoretically, that would be a unique code. We started sending the vendors the codes from the certificates and said, "All right, here's the code." And if the user comes to you with that code, then they get the certificate, so that they knew what each code was and the value was, and they can give you a.
Hey, Whip, blur that out.
Yeah.
Re-render the whole show.
Add it to your to-do list.
Go ahead. The funny thing is, you used to do that with like the 5-hour shows. I'm like,
well, God bless him, because we said some stuff there that really needed to be edited out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get another beer.
Especially our little rant that one night.
I'm just glad we don't use our last names at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that, like, I don't know, 10-minute rant we had going about a certain person?
What, Tiggy?
Yeah. or as I refer to him as Teague.
I think it was like a 10-minute Jimbo rant, wasn't it?
No,
it really wasn't.
I provoked.
It wasn't a rant.
It wasn't a rant. It was just talking about his video and his wife.
His wife.
Video.
Yeah,
His wife in the high heels.
It really wasn't a Tiggy rant. It was a Tiggy.
Oh no, I remember it as a rant. To be honest.
The spandex workout outfit that she had on one of his videos.
All right, so we're gonna lose this 10 minutes. I'm glad you guys who are watching.
This is motivation to tune in live because
we made the videos. We can talk about it.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I'm not going back and erasing this shit.
When Dave started talking about his shit, just start deleting from there. Just end the show there. Really.
I don't know how you survived.
Dave.
I mean, I guess I have to edit in Gak's work trailer out, but that's about it.
Oh wow!
Just censor it by drawing a penis over it.
We
put obscenities over.
Here's my work trailer.
It's a big cock. It's a big black cock over it.
See, that's funny. I was thinking like a little like a test pattern with like please stand by with a dancing dick on it, but like the trailer thing.
Like right over the house number is just a dick.
Yeah. Pulsing.
Oh, now you're getting somewhere. Yeah. Oh man.
So it turns out Coors Golden Banquet, it's not as bad as I thought.
It's a banquet.
It's just
a banquet.
Actually, it's a rare thing.
It's all you can eat.
It's a golden banquet. Hey, people used to bootleg this shit across the Mississippi, westbound and down.
I'm actually drinking a beer.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, this is a strangler left over from the party. So I'm like, well,
that party was a rager. You had a lot of people there.
Look at that glass you got there, buddy.
Mark, it's funny you say that because I was just making a comment. I'm like, great place, or the great thing about having a small place is that it doesn't take that many people to make this place look like
a
it's
rager
a party. Yeah. There are like 12 people.
Oh.
Yeah. She was
10 plus 2.
Yes.
Yeah. I posted some photos, but it was a good time.
Mm-hmm.
You had some Street Fighter going on, and some people playing Cheyenne.
Dartboard was getting some
dartboard.
Yeah,
Mega Touch.
Although I was telling Jim he should have switched because he has that TV, that display that hooked up for the dartboard, but really it ought to be hooked up to the Street Fighter because that's what the guys were all gathered around watching.
Well, there are my two friends. Jason and Todd came over, and they wanted to. Jason hadn't played 30th anniversary yet, so I turned. I wasn't actually even planning on it, but I'm like, all right. So I turned on. He started playing, and yeah, there were a few people that were watching that, and then they're like, oh, you should just yeah. Feels if I had it wired up, but yeah. So everyone was doing something. It was quite a mix. It was a good time.
Yeah, and the Mega Touch Erotica it was the dudes game that was getting all the attention. I think that they played some of the ladies, but mostly it was the guys. I mean,
he only has one ball.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Touch it.
Wait a second. Yeah.
I count 12 pubes. He has 10.
10.
There's actually in the female version, there's a couple where they like she has like this nest of pubes like on one and the other is just like nothing, you know. Or there's one where there's an M shaved out and it's like, what? That's the difference.
M for Mega Touch.
Yep.
Either her name is Melanie or her boyfriend's name is Mike.
Yeah.
No, it's like Home Alone, you know, McAllister.
Yeah. We
need to get your Mega Touch up and running, Andrew, so then you can relate.
I am seriously like that fucking close to just dropping
that
be in there.
Oh,
the thing is, like, how is it possible that I've got two completely dead chassis?
It's not.
It doesn't seem possible.
Yeah.
Right? But if I do a direct wire straight from the wall into it, it's still dead. So the voltages, I double checked on that stuff. So the voltages are fine. So it's getting 120 perfect going into it.
So from the shutdown.
Both chassis I have.
It's fucked up.
It's super fucked up. It doesn't seem. Well, no, but like actually I'm at the point where I don't even trust that the monitor is the one that's having a problem. Like I wonder if there's something else in the.
Well, but remember we were talking about like maybe it's a tube thing.
It could be a tube thing. I did not do a full tube swap with it. I do have that extra tube I could drop in there.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't seem probable, but yeah.
I mean, you'd think it would be arcing or something would be happening with it if it was like the tube was really, really bad.
Or ticking or something.
Yeah. But it's dead. It's like dead ski.
This is Serious Arcade Talk for everyone.
Right. Ooh, that was almost like an NPR voice you had right there.
Yeah.
Welcome to Serious Arcade Talk.
Should we bring up the news?
Tonight.
On Arcade Hangout Live.
Brian is suggesting I lick the flyback, and my suggestion is lick my flyback.
There's some licking going on right here.
Speaking of that, because they can.
I'm going to change the show title again. There's some licking going on right here.
First rate snatch licking.
Dude, this show is hot.
Someone else's is cheating.
Yeah, got some bitch licking herself.
There's some bitch licking going on at Carrie's place.
Don't make that the title.
So speaking of the Dan Band and the Total Eclipse of the Heart, Carrie's seen this, but I'm working on kind of a dub series for the Rocky movies, and how did we come up with it? We were just watching one of the Rocky movies, and he you know, in the training montages and all of them, he's jump roping. You know, he does a really fast like jump rope. That's part of like his training montage. And I don't know how we got on this, but we decided like that should be like a theme of all of the Rocky stuff. Like it's all about the fucking jump rope. Anyways, so I'm doing these like jump rope themes. Jump rope. You have to
face when he's doing. Yeah.
No, yeah.
So I'm doing these dubs, and it's all about they're all jump rope themed, and so for Rocky 4, so I do Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4. and I'm almost ready to. I got the editing done. It's taken me a lot longer. Everything always takes, it becomes more involved than I expect. Yeah, but but for Rocky IV, I re-edited his training montage because I wanted to make it more jump rope themed, and I'm thinking I'm going through there and I'm editing. And I'm like, I need some other music for this. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I've got it. I'll do the Dan band totally. So he's training to I fucking need you more than ever. And it's actually I'll post the on here. I'll give you guys a teaser. I'll post it's unlisted on my YouTube channel. But
are we gonna do a premiere tonight? I mean,
yeah, maybe it's not finished. It's just the edited training montage with the music. So it's not
It's like Doc Brown. The model's not painted and built.
Yeah. So please excuse
nice, dude. Yeah.
It might get you a few seconds.
That was
a good flagged.
It might get you 7 more views.
Yeah.
There's no Drago in there because it all revolves around him. But I posted it in our chat, or should I post it in the IRC? It's unlisted. It's not.
The Rocky movies are like. They're king of montages though. Like, have you ever seen I don't even remember
Rocky IV is 75% montage.
Yeah. In fact, the whole fight at the end is a montage.
There are four montages in Rocky IV. 4.
Man. 4.
When after spoilers, after Apollo dies, he's got the No Easy Way Out by Survivor montage. And then there's 2 training montages, and then there's the fight montage. There's 4 fucking montages in there.
Montage,
and it's amazing.
I love that South Park with the montage song.
Yeah. Oh my god!
Somewhat a little bit of progress,
and timed when the rocks fall. It's timed to the beat.
Yeah. You timed it perfect.
And you see Tony Duke, his
he's like down to the rope and like to the beat, he's like punching up each one.
When he's doing his ab lifts, Duke's face is timed up with forever when he's mouthing. Yeah. So, but it's
I see that. Yep.
Yeah. And then I edited the jump rope with the climbing of the mountain. And it speeds up with the pace of the song. Yeah.
It's fucking hilarious.
and then I have to say, because I haven't dubbed my voice and stuff, but when he says Drago at the top of the mountain, it's jump rope. Yeah.
Yeah, it just got fast.
Yep.
Yeah. Any Rocky fan should find this fucking awesome. This is just brilliant.
I mean, it's. Oh, and I did that. The reason why I uploaded that to YouTube is I wanted to see how it would flag it, to see what I could get away with.
Yeah.
It was just a test, and
there's a little bit too much silence at the end. Like,
well, that's him. That's him. Jump rope. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's not finished, because it's not finished yet.
Got it.
That's why there's
That's fucking awesome start.
But I have some really good ideas. The reason why it's been taking long is I've been making notes in certain specific areas where I want to say, because I was going to ad lib a lot of it, but then I'm like, as I was editing, I'm like, oh, I need to make some notes here because this would be fun to say this and that.
Is that why the music cuts out so you can say jump rope?
Yep. Yeah.
Funny.
Yeah. A lot of that was Carrie's idea. Not that particular montage, but the jump rope thing. She's like, you should do And now, Andrew, that you've seen some of those Karate Kid dubs, you kind of you're in the know.
Dude, that's a great remix. Yeah.
I started laughing when I instantly. If I make myself laugh, it's a win. I don't care if anyone else finds it funny. I'm entertained. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
Is this not what you came here for? Yeah. So, yeah. Not to be a showstopper. But I did post in the IRC, so if you're tuning in live,
you can see why we're all being quiet.
Everyone's watching it right now.
Yeah.
Wait, I've got something I can link. This was me in when was this? This was
By the way, Andrew, you have to see the other. You have to watch the other Karate Kid dubs.
This is like
we can watch. We can watch them together.
Let's watch them together because I get more fun out of it watching it together. Yeah.
This is like from 03, and I was just hammered, and I had a
it's just random drunk videos.
Yeah, I had a gray sweatshirt on, and then I was just like in front of the computer. This is like 02.
Oh, yeah.
Are you naked doing the baby dance? Oh.
No.
Dave, how did this not go viral?
Why does it only have 141 views?
Probably because it was posted back in like.
Why am I not subscribed to you?
Really? I've been subbed to him since we started the show.
Maybe wrong browser. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm not subscribed to. Oh, because this is not my right channel.
No, I'm subscribed.
This is the Arcade Hangout.
I was the wrong user.
Well, Spalding.
Look how thin I was.
Would you loofah my stretch marks? Oh, Dave, you've never sang Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah.
I'll always remember that in the RV. Clark, there's an RV.
There's like a baby there.
I'll take these two. They're the couple. We'll go in the RV.
That was a good one.
That was a good time.
Oh, blister in the sun.
Just sharing my entire library in the IRC. So I don't care.
Oh, I was gonna say that MGM. So YouTube picked up, obviously on the Rocky stuff, but it's one of those where, they are allowing it. So it's like a lot of stuff where, yes, there's copyrighted material, but you can use the studio's allowing you to use it. So as if you're okay with them putting ads or something, and so that's always a bonus. Since I'm not monetized, I don't give a shit. I'm like, yeah, use this. I love studios that do that because they can be real assholes.
Yep.
That's why, because you can get past it. I want to say you have to reduce the frame rate substantially. So that's what I was hoping to avoid.
Well, it's like my dad had an old video camera, and he taped one of my school plays from when I was like in grade 2 or something, and it had Christmas music in the background. So I uploaded it, private video. My channel's not monetized, and they flagged it and ordered the video pulled down.
Oh God!
Almost 30 or 25 or so year old footage. And well, even very quietly in the background, you can hear old King Winston or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
And then flagged.
Well, I don't know who else. I was talking to someone, and I'm like, the whole purpose that I originally started my YouTube channel was just for sharing purposes. It was like, this would be a great spot. I can drop all my videos and work and stuff, short films, things I've done, and just have it all in one place, and I can share it instantly with other people. It's not to make money. It's not,
yeah.
But I mean, even Carrie's her Christmas video for Clav and that we did last year, because she used that karaoke version, which she found on YouTube. That was flagged as well, but again, it was one of those things where they're fine with you using it, but And then the funny thing about a lot of those videos, my top 10 videos that I used video clips from, those get a shit ton of views, and then just automatically, because of YouTube's algorithms and how it's set up, they send you emails and they're like, "Well, we see your videos got 100,000 views or whatever. Would you like to monetize your channel?" And then it's right there. But if you have copyrighted material, you can lose all your shit and be sued. And so it's like, what the fuck? Hey, would you like to try to make some money, but we'll shut you down and sue your ass?
Would you like to be sued?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of broken.
I have to say, Dave, I have watched the video there with Robert Lawton from Fun Spot.
Oh, yeah.
That was a pretty good interview.
Yeah,
Original owner, all that. It's like, holy God, there's not too many of those left.
Good old Bobby boy.
No, and I'm going back, and I'll be there in a week. And I had to print up, and I showed him this year. I showed him some pictures of my son from last year riding in the boat that he got restored on American Restoration, and he was like, "Oh!" And I'm like, you know what? I got to get him some photos because he was looking at photos right before. He's old school. He wants like a photo. He thought it was the greatest thing. My son in the boat he got restored, and I took a. So I'm gonna get all the photos of him and his buddy, and then hand it to him. Maybe I'll even get one framed. But yeah, hopefully I gotta put note to self to be back in the bar at 3:00 on Saturday, because that's when he's there.
That doesn't sound too hard to remember.
Yeah. No.
Well, I have family with me, Jimbo. Come on. I gotta. But maybe we'll plan a bowling session right around that time, so I'm right there.
Nice. Regular bowling or this 10?
I'm there a long time.
Candlepin.
I'm there 4 nights, 5 days, so we'll do both. We have little kids, and they're all into it.
Candlepin rocks. That was fun.
It was fun.
Leo did a really good job. I'm sorry he's not on tonight.
But it was very it was very tough, like with regular bowling, I guess with 10-pin bowling or whatever.
Well, I've been corrected. Apparently, they're both 10 pins. What duck pin is the other thing?
Too. All right, duck pin. Okay, that makes sense. But it's real easy to tell a house ball apart from someone's personal bowling ball. It was nearly impossible to tell the difference between all, because they all have these big swirly patterns, and they're all the same.
We didn't know we were using Austin's.
I was trying really hard. I'm like, is he putting them somewhere else? Like, I was grabbing those like navy blue ones, just because I knew those were all house ski balls.
That's probably why I got in second place. I just used his balls.
Your hands were all over his balls.
At your party, did your classic arcade games get played very much? Like like your Miss Pac-Man and stuff?
Miss Pac-Man always gets played a lot. Carrie was on Toki, and then Super Hang-On got a shit ton of play. Everyone plays that.
Driving games, driving the steering wheel, the control like that. They love that.
There were and the thing is that previous parties, I feel like they got more play. I think the dartboard pulled people over to it.
Yeah, and Mega Touch too. I think
Mega Touch is always the crowd favorite. Yeah.
How many people did you have, Jim, in your apartment there? I saw the photos.
Like 12.
Oh, it
wasn't that many. And I know because it's a small, like they're deceiving photos, but yeah.
And the red tent got played.
Red tent always gets played because I swapped it back to there's one girl that comes over, a buddy of mine, his wife loves Dr. Mario, and then Super Mario's on the other side, and that always everyone recognizes that, so they go to that. But the big winners this time around, it's always Mega Touch, always, and then the darts, which is kind of what I expected. Oh.
Cool. I saw the monitor. I was like, oh wow, nice. We're loving the dartboard.
Yeah, that was fun to watch.
Nobody liked Cheyenne. Nobody was playing Cheyenne, or you have to.
Oh no, it got some play, but that's not in the photos.
Yeah, and not as much as in previous years. I want to say, or previous parties, because I've seen it.
Yeah, it's funny, like I started numbering these. So this was game night number 4. And so I try to do it once a month. Summer it's been tough. And then when I was trying to work, or when I was working on Toki, I waited a little bit. So there was like a month off. And I was really, I was hoping to have the artwork for Toki for this party. I asked nicely if Kendra and Rich could do it. Kendra thought there was a good possibility, but yeah, maybe next one. So you know how that goes.
You know what never gets much play? Eyes.
True. Oh, no one gives, as I say promptly and Clav all the time, no one gives two shits about eyes.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is funny. But the problem is that I've got them next to each other too. That might be a problem.
Oh.
But people recognize Miss Pac-Man. They don't recognize that game.
Yeah.
And they both look identical. Well, I'm going to play Miss Pac-Man.
No Marble Madness. Anybody come in like, oh my god, I remember this game? Nothing.
I saw people playing it a handful of times, but
you know what, Jim, you should do with your eyes is put a bit kit in it.
It does have one in it.
Yeah.
It does have one in it.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then run that at the party.
I did all the eyes testing for Crafty on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's actually running it. In fact, I told Carrie, I'm like, oh, this will be great because in previous parties, I have Adam's coin up in it, and people would hit the wrong button, so there would be more credits than the game would be playing, and so I would have to restart the machine. I'd have to repower it. But the nice thing about the BitKit is you can hit both start buttons and reboot the game instantly. So I have it boot straight to eyes, but I didn't put other games on there. That's just how I am though. With multi-kits, the only thing that I would use would be if Nazarene or Crafty or whoever did the multiverses, I would be using that all the time. But honestly, I'll switch the BitKit to like Agor or something on my own. But like during parties, I don't want to be over there fucking with that shit.
Yeah, that's true. You're too busy,
yeah. Well, people see, they're like, "Oh, what's this eyes game?" And then they see it's some other game, and they're like, "Oh, this doesn't make any sense." Yeah.
I mean, unless you put a game that everyone recognized. So I just watched your video that you posted. That's very cute.
Blow your mind and put Miss Pac-Man in it.
The party video?
Yeah, your party video. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was pretty tipsy, as you can tell.
Everyone knows the 10 joke.
I know. I know. It's like cancer. I just spread it everywhere. It's like herpes. It's like herpes. But I love that shit that I say something. It's like an earworm, and like after a while, I don't even have to like everyone hates me and loves me at the same time, or mostly hates me. Yeah. Fuck.
Crickets.
Cannonball coming. Yeah.
Can we talk about Cobra Kai for a second?
Yes.
I'm about to finish my
Has everybody seen it by now? Dave from Buffalo?
Yeah, I watched it all.
Okay. Orange Whip has. Carrie has. Seabart, have you watched it? Okay.
Sorry, I was sounding my nuts. I watched the first 3 episodes.
All right, you got to leave.
Yeah.
All right,
in all fairness, I'm focusing more on my nuts and bolts.
Spoiler alert. If you haven't watched the whole series.
It's chocolate penis.
Are you guys excited about season 2 on that show?
No.
Yes. I know.
If you've seen my video about season 2 Cobra Kai, you clearly
I watched both your videos, Jim. They were long.
How many inches?
There's 3 videos actually.
12.
There's 3 videos actually. The first one was long. That was like 50 minutes. Second one was 15, and then the third was like 25. I did 2 on season 1 and then 1 on season 2. But yeah,
I didn't even know that guy was still alive at the very end. The guy that walks in.
Oh, Martin Cove.
Yeah, I didn't know he was still alive. I thought he was dead.
He's aged really well too.
Wasn't he in like Predator or something?
He was in Rambo 2. Was it?
Oh, Rambo. That's what he was in. Rambo.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you.
Now, there's some movie series I've never seen any of, and I don't think I'm going to get talked into watching those.
You might.
The first one's pretty good.
I love the.
I think the Rambo's pretty good.
First 2 I like.
Yeah, the first one's awesome.
Yeah.
Carrie, I'll tell you what. If we're doing a Nat 2019, I will take you to the filming locations of the first Rambo.
Well,
you better watch it.
And the thing is,
I know the movie, so I wouldn't really care.
Actually, I was
Forrest.
at a friend's place, and he had the Blu-rays. This is a few years ago now, when Blu-rays first came out. And my wife was with me, and she never watched them. And he turned it on. He's like, "Oh, we don't want to watch this." And she started watching it, and she loved it. That and Planet of the Apes as well.
Wrong movie, but yeah.
She never watched it. She didn't think she'd ever like Planet of the Apes either. But
I would say that the thing is like there are so many cultural references that like it's one of the things
totally
you should
different
see
movies
at least once to appreciate some of the cultural references.
Kind of like tentacle porn.
I mean, First Blood.
Yes and no.
Yeah, First Blood and Rambo are two totally different movies, though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yes,
they are.
they are.
They totally are.
They feel different. They're paced differently.
Yep.
One's about
the first one's
or PTSD.
Shell-shocked veteran.
Yep.
Yeah.
And another one's a lashing out veteran. Gets good revenge. But they're both really good. And then after that, I thought they sucked. But
did you see the 2006 one?
I saw them all.
Okay.
Yeah, the newest one where they put in the CGI blood everywhere.
Yeah, but when he gets on a giant 50 caliber turret,
but he's shooting everybody and all the CGI blood shooting out of everybody. I thought the trailer was better for the movie than the movie because it had "Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor." Remember that?
Oh yeah.
All these people are falling dead everywhere.
Does that make you want to see it, Carrie? No,
Oh yeah. No, what was I thinking?
Actually, speaking of movies, we just saw Hereditary over the weekend.
Was it good?
I liked it.
So yeah, I saw that on Friday as well.
We're seeing.
No jump scares. No jump scares.
Oh, good.
None whatsoever. So I would say just the thing is make sure you're in a theater where you can really
without teenagers.
Yeah, you need to be able to
the
atmosphere is really important.
All right.
Because it's a slow burn.
It would be a great movie to either see with
2.5 hours long for a horror movie. That's crazy.
It's two.
It's a slow burner, so you want to get into the mood of watching the movie.
Yeah.
It would be a great movie to see in an empty theater too.
Yeah. Or at home with the lights off where you can just really just turn up the sound and really get into it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the performances were pretty good.
That acting is amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yep.
You just buy into it. Of all the people, I think one of the maybe underrated is the guy that plays the father is amazing. Is really good.
100%. Yep. So we can't talk about it if you guys haven't seen it, but
yeah, and you really need to just see it and not read anything about
there's
it.
Nothing to explain about it.
Just see it.
Yeah.
No jump scares though.
No cats jumping out with the standard cat scream.
No quiet soundtrack, nothing, and then a big chain hits, or something.
I hate the new sound effects they put in. It's like this loud noise they put in for the jump scare.
Yeah. Although it is interesting, because the sound treatment throughout the entire film is suspense building. Like they start out with right in the beginning of the movie, you can already tell this is a suspenseful, creepy kind of movie.
Slow build. That's why it looked like a slow build. Yeah. See, that's why I don't like the Insidious films because those are just jump scare of the movie to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a completely different animal. I actually like The Conjuring though. I thought that was a fun.
I've seen that. Yeah, that was all right.
That was a fun one, but again, those are kind of popcorn horror movies, whereas this is kind of like your old fashioned, almost like creepy ghost story. Eerie is a good word.
Eerie, yeah.
With like scary imagery. We were kind of talking about The Ring a little bit and why we like that movie a lot when I was in the theater.
That's a slow burn too.
Yeah,
and it's just like creepy images.
And that's actually we were talking about our favorite horror movies of our childhood and favorite horror movies of our adulthood, and The Ring definitely wins. The Japanese version.
Oh, that's
The Ring was good. Yeah, but seeing it if I had waited, I've been I'll see it when it comes on DVD or VHS or whatever. It wouldn't have had the same impact as seen in the theater. And the thing is, I saw The Ring. I think a big part of it was. I saw it when it was fairly fresh, and I didn't know anything about it. Nothing about it. Like, I didn't even know it was a horror movie. Put it that way.
Yeah.
I went with a friend. All I heard was my sister's like, we were in college, or like looking to go see a movie with a buddy of mine, and my sister's like, you should go see The Ring. I hear it's good. That's all we heard.
That's
we're like, oh fuck.
No Rotten Tomato score, nothing.
No. Yep. And we're like, oh, it's PG-13. This can't be that. I don't know what this is gonna be. What it's gonna be. And it's probably not gonna be a scary movie because it's PG-13. That was the big trend though back then. PG-13 horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the original Japanese version?
Yes, I did. Yep. Yeah, so, there was a lot more. There was definitely a lot more to it. The effects were. Budget was definitely better for the American version.
Yeah, but it's such a similar film, and it's actually it's funny. The one scene that makes the Japanese version better for me than the English version is when she goes down to the well
and they bail it out.
And it's when she goes down, she reaches down and pulls up nothing but hair.
Ew.
Oh, yeah.
And it's wet hair, and they don't do that in the U.S. version. I don't know why. But the Japanese
pulls up
version,
a corpse.
She pulls up the corpse later. But like the thing is, like, it's when it's like, the hair is a big deal because she's the hair is coming out.
Hair's everywhere in the movie. Yeah.
But like when she reaches down and pulls up 2 fistfuls of fucking wet hair.
Yeah.
That scene I'm getting shivers down my spine just thinking about that.
Yeah, she does that in the American version, but it's just one hand, and then the hand grabs her.
It's a different. They set it up totally different, but in the Japanese version, it's much more of a caring kind of like, like I'm trying to save you kind of thing.
Yeah,
like straight away. But it's still this
American
picture.
It is creepy. I wish I had actually seen. Well, no, I don't. I was glad I saw it in the order I did, but the American version.
First.
Okay, the American version did much better with the people dying of fright. It looked a lot more creepy.
Yeah.
Then in there, it was like they turned into black and white. It was like they froze.
That was a look they were going for.
Yeah.
Well, because the first big like kind of like creepy moment is like the girl in the closet.
Oh, I hate that scene. Her head kind of moves, and her jaw is too open, too wide, and it's so creepy looking. Ugh. And it's only a flash.
And you're not ready for it. You're not ready for it.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing what the mom found.
Right.
Yeah. She's describing what she saw, and it's just it's such a horrid visual.
Yeah.
So creepy. There's another creepy. Oh, go ahead.
I was to say I saw it long before they even announced the American version, so it was like a big deal. Like we were like all watching like in a friend's like apartment with all the lights off, and like it was that was a great.
Have you ever seen? Apparently in Japan they made basically it's The Grudge versus The Ring. They actually made a movie called that. It's it's
together.
Those two, the creepy girl from The Ring is versus the main whatever ghost from The Grudge, and they end up battling. It's like Freddy versus Jason. They made that in Japan apparently.
Weird.
Yeah.
No, I never saw that.
Yeah.
I like the scene in The Ring in the American version where the girl is scanning the video back and forth, and then there's a fly that's in the corner, and then when she stops scanning it, the fly keeps moving for a split second. And that just creeped me out because it's like and then she goes up to the screen and she actually pulls the fly out of I'm like, ew. What the fuck is that?
I can still I can feel feel the energy of the theater when during that big climactic scene where she crawls out of the TV, and I can still you can almost feel the energy of everyone. Like it's dead silence, and you hear some gasps and stuff. And the TV is dripping wet.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just like for me, because I had no idea what I was seeing. I'm like, holy fuck, like when you can be creeped out just by an image, it doesn't have to jump out and say boo.
Right.
That earns my respect.
Right. Exactly. It's not just about jump scares. It's about actually fucking with like you're thinking about.
And not to spoil anything about Hereditary, but one of my favorite things ever, and it's a lot that happens a lot in the found footage movies, But one of my favorite things ever is when you're in the theater, big, huge screen, and you see your protagonist or whoever, your subject in the foreground, and there's some little thing you can't quite make out, but something's not right about this frame.
Yeah, all right, but you gotta stop there.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm not spoiling anything.
I know,
but
I
I
know.
like that.
Yeah, but leave that one alone.
No.
Have you guys seen a Japanese movie called Shutter? You guys heard of it?
I've seen it in America. Oh, Shutter Island is what I'm thinking.
No, not Shutter Island. It's called Shutter. Well, spoiler. I'll give you the endings. You guys probably won't see it, but
in contrast with others. Yeah.
But that one? I'll just spoil it for you. But that one had this trippy thing where this guy killed. I don't know I remember if he accidentally killed his girlfriend, but she ends up dying. And then after that, all through the movie, he complains about his back pain. Oh, my back hurts. And he starts more and more as the movie goes. He's doing an investigation and trying to find out, kind of a murder mystery thing. But he keeps complaining about his back pain. And as he goes,
freak me out. I know it. I can already tell.
He's hunched over near the end of the movie, and he can't even stand up straight. And he goes, and he goes to the place where she was killed or something. And I think if I remember right, they take a picture of him with a Polaroid, and you're able to sort of see ghosts, and you see the girl that he accidentally killed has been hanging on his shoulders the whole time. Faintly, you can see it hanging on him. And it looks like it totally looks like The Ring, though, that kind of a ghost figure.
Creepy.
It's so creepy.
Creepy girl with long black hair.
Yeah, but that's why he's been having her weight on his shoulders like forever, for like months. And it's just like now he's like hunched over. He didn't even know it. He's been with them the whole time.
Eating Twinkies this whole time.
The whole movie. Yeah, you're like, what the F?
Just keeps getting heavier.
But what like mainstream movie like in the US or really even abroad, like as adults creeped you out that way? I mean, The Ring to me was like the pinnacle of my adult like horror movies.
That was pretty creepy.
Yeah, because like there's so many movies where it's like, great jump scares.
I don't see many much anymore because that's the way I feel about them. This is like,
right.
Anyone can do that. They can cut out the soundtrack and then make a loud noise with a boo, and
everyone jumps. Yeah, but that's not.
That's not. No, that's
cheap.
It's easy. It's easy. Yeah.
It's a cop out.
Right.
I'm trying. Yeah.
I mean, there's like
I've heard
fucked up concepts like The Orphan was fucked up like from a concept, but it wasn't a very good movie. Have you guys seen The Orphan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a creepy movie too.
It's creepy, but like it's a creepy in concept, but I think the execution wasn't that great.
Yeah, that's the problem. It could have been better.
Yeah.
There's a lot of popcorn. There's a lot of what I call popcorn horror movies that I really like. I mentioned Conjuring. I liked Dead Silence. That was like your.
I was gonna say that's a good update.
I wanted to see that one, but I haven't seen it yet.
I like movie.
Carrie, we watched that a long time ago.
Yeah.
Did you see the deleted scenes because it has different endings and stuff? Yeah, that's what we're seeing.
I really liked a lot of the deleted scenes. I wish they had kept some of it in there.
Yeah, me too. Okay, so I was going to mention Dead Silence is one of my favorite newer horror films because
that was 2007.
Those dolls and everything were so damn creepy.
That's still 11 years ago, but
so creepy looking. Yeah. But as a young guy, I think my favorite horror movie of all time has to be The Thing. I don't know. I just thought that was
the 80s version.
Yeah, the John Carpenter one.
Yeah, John Carpenter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that Kurt Russell? Kurt Russell's in that, right?
It is Kurt Russell. Yep.
My brother worked in the that was done in a mining camp, and my brother was working in that camp when they filmed that movie.
Welcome to Horror Movie
It was filmed in
Horror Movie Outsiders.
It was filmed in Hyder, Alaska.
But I mean, even when you watch that movie today, because they just use practical effects, and it says something because when they made
it holds up so
it holds up. Yeah, and when you watch the newer one, it's just that's CG. That's not there.
That's the
thing. That's the thing. You know that whatever they're shooting, there's something about practical effects where you know it's in front of the camera, and there's something real about it. People are reacting to this.
Yeah,
it is. It just honest. There's something. Even stop motion animation. There's something that's marvelous about it. That just like. it carries so much more weight than knowing that this is a computer. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about when they made the remake of The Thing? You know, the newer one, that the studios they did shoot everything practical, and the studios made them go back and do reshoots and make it all with CG, and then it pissed off all the directors and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I never saw the remake.
Oh, okay.
I've heard that it's not even worth it. So
it's a prequel. It's the camp that they find. Everything that happened.
The original, I love the original. I mean, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Seabart, dude. Gotta move your.
I am. No, I am your father.
Yeah.
No.
The original is such a classic for me that and I heard the remake wasn't great, so I don't even want to see it.
If you're a fan of John Carpenter's The Thing, it is kind of fun to see what people did to try to tie it together to the first camp that they found. You know how you see the face that got split, and the hand that's hit with the axe against the wall.
Right.
They really tried really hard to tie all that stuff and
Explain
show
that
you
stuff.
all those scenes. So it's kind of fun to see what they tried to do. You could tell they really did try hard to make it good.
They're fans of the movie.
But the studios fucked up the movie, actually. There's things at the end of the movie, too, that you can tell studio intervention. The director is really angry that they made him recut the ending that wasn't the same, and I don't know. I hate it when studio interference fucks up movies. It pisses me off.
Yes.
Just let the directors make their film and put it out. You know,
have a little faith.
God, I know. I mean, you hear all these other movies that come out like Solo and the reshoots with that and trying to save it. It still did horribly. No one saw it.
Yeah.
Did terrible.
Well, yeah. Well, and Rogue One was supposed to be a completely. If you look at those early trailers, like it was completely different.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lots of differences.
Oh, Disney.
Yeah.
I need to take a leak and think about some scary movies.
Don't scare yourself in there.
Yeah. So the question. Yeah. Ooh. What's out of my pants?
One-eyed Willie.
You trying to tell me One-eyed Willie?
Yeah.
So yeah, the question started off as like your favorite as an adult movies, but like what are your favorite childhood movies would be the next.
Like when you're a little kid.
Yeah. What are the movies from your childhood? So like pre at least 2000.
And Alien scared me when I was a little kid. That was a scary movie. The very first Alien film.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to remember,
it's a total horror movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I was a really little kid when I saw it at my friend's house on HBO with all the lights out in the house, and that movie was filmed where everything looked real. Like spacesuits looked like real spacesuits. The spaceships looked real. Everybody acted like they're real. It didn't feel like a cheesy horror film that you've seen where everybody's acting lame and there's a bunch of teenagers running around. These were adults. They all talked like real miners, and they acted how real people would have acted in the situation, and
there were scenes that we can kind of understand. Like you're in a spaceship, but there's also that creepy scene with like the drippy room with the chains and shit.
Oh, I know, and the environments were so damn creepy.
Yeah, and the cat running around. Like these are all things that like
hissing.
Yeah, these are all things.
Oh my god, like Gak's house.
Cats running around everywhere.
He'll need to have some sort of like cat seance thing, or like a smudging, when you burn the sage.
Do the sage thing
exactly.
I used to watch a ton of horror movies when I was a kid, to the point where the movie store, they used to have to call your parents' house or whatever to say, hey, they're only 10 years old, are they allowed to rent a movie or whatever. And my best friend's mom got pissed off, and she went down there and wrote a big note saying they're allowed to take out whatever movies they want. Don't ever call me again. So we used to watch horror movies like crazy, but the only they were all kind of this cheesy high school thing. The only one that kind of, for me, that comes back to my mind, I remember being scared as a kid, is Pet Sematary.
Interesting, because Pet Sematary, I think its only horror parts really are jump scares.
Yeah,
there's a lot of jump scares in that.
There was, but there's also
the cat. And then there's like the kid under the bed with the scalpel on the Achilles heel.
But I think it was just like the entire concept of it, like just the thought of it, I think is what freaked me out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wow.
All the other ones, to me, I mean, I'd watched so many horror movies and shit when I was a kid. Like, none of them really affected me at all.
Do you guys ever see Hotel Hell?
No.
No. Do you guys remember that one? Where when you check in, they turn you into beef jerky. But what they do to kill you is they bury you from the neck down and fatten you up. And then when they're ready to harvest you, they put these hypnotic windmills in front of you to daze you. You know, you're looking at this windmill, and while you're dazed, they put a rope around your neck, and they put it on a tractor and pull your head off.
Oh damn!
Wow.
And one of the people that was
Kind of like Hereditary.
Who's the guy that does the voices for everything for
spoilers?
Pixar?
Oh, sorry, shut up.
No, it's a.
You know the guy who does all the
Don't acknowledge it, just laugh.
The actor that's in every single Pixar movie. You know, the voice actor.
Oh, John Rattenberg.
Rattenberg, yeah. So he's in Motel Hell. He's one of the guys that gets his head pulled off.
That reminds me of the funniest horror movie, the B horror movie when I was a kid. And I actually ended up finding a copy because they never put it out onto DVD or anything. But somebody had a bootleg and I bought it off of eBay. Microwave Massacre, it was called. and basically, it was this construction worker. He would go to work every week, and he would open up his old metal lunchbox. He'd open it up, and he'd have the same old crappy sandwich in it every day. And he'd look over at his friends eating like fried chicken and all this kind of stuff. So eventually, he got pissed off because his wife made him his lunch. So he went home and killed her. And then the next day, he was like, "Oh, what am I going to have for lunch?" And he went into his freezer and grabbed a hunk of her arm and took it to work. And he started eating it. He's like, and all the other people were like, damn, Bob, what do you got there? And he's like, oh, it's a special meat I found. And he started killing more and more women to serve all the people at his construction site.
What the fuck?
The craziest part of the whole movie is the guy who does all the killing is the same actor that voices Frosty the Snowman in the cartoons.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, it's so
weird.
fucking awesome.
Happy birthday!
I can't believe you have that.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got to it that fast either.
Right?
No kidding.
I was just thinking, and there's a lot of firsts, because like sequels always ruin a franchise or movies that shouldn't be a franchise. For that
Yeah.
And if any of you guys have seen the very first Saw movie, I really freaking like, and it's not what do they call it, torture porn or whatever, because there's not actually graphic violence, so to speak, in there. It's just it gets in your head. It's more terror than horror.
That was what I remember freaking me out a little.
And the way that movie ends is creepy as all fucking hell. It's
dude standing up, the whole thing.
Yeah, and he's been there the whole time.
The first Saw is the only good Saw. The rest of them are all formulaic.
Actually,
bullshit.
you know what? I liked 2 as well.
The rest
Two
of
is
them
so different.
Yeah, but
it is.
The
but
thing
it
is, like, but they all do the same exact thing for every
cookie
movie.
cutter.
To the point where it's like, oh god, it's fucking boring.
You know what though? I saw the reason why I would go to the next ones is because I wanted to see if I could piece it together. Because they'd always go back and make them connected.
Yeah.
Like, here's the twist.
They all do the
and
same
this connects
things in the first movie. Yeah.
But I wanted to see. Yeah. But
the first one is very good.
The first one, it's for anyone that hasn't seen it. It's not. You're not actually seeing someone like cut their leg out. It's not graphic.
Well,
it's not really graphic.
See it, but yeah.
I think you see it for a second.
Nah, you don't.
You don't? Is it off screen and it's in your head?
Yeah, it is.
And like Pulp Fiction, where a lot of the samurai cuts are off screen. You just imagine.
Yeah.
But you think you're seeing real graphic violence, and you're not.
And like, yeah, the end is just like, cuts to black and a guy screaming. I'm like, that's fucking that's one of, like, you talk about like fears and stuff, but being like locked in a dark place.
Right. It's like basically taking like the shit that we saw in 7.
Yeah.
Right? And then making it like a horror movie as opposed to like a
thriller.
A crime
thriller.
Yeah.
Huh, yeah.
I just put a link to the full version of Microwave Massacre in our chat.
Somebody
uploaded it to YouTube.
Nice.
I might have to watch this thing. It's fucking hilarious.
So my childhood answers, the first one I thought of was Salem's Lot. The original.
Was that a TV movie?
I don't.
I think it was made for TV.
Mm-hmm.
But like that one just still sticks with me. Like the basement and like this.
So you were a little kid when you saw it.
I was very young when I saw it, but then I realized too that like, before, so it was in the theaters, and I never saw it. And I remember my mom specifically saying that like her friends had gone to see it, and it was like this horrible, terrifying movie, and I was not allowed to watch it. And I was over watching, I was over at my neighbor's house, so next door neighbors, and they had this movie on VHS, and the kids had gone to bed, and I was babysitting them while their parents were out, and I was like, I can watch anything I want here. And they had Poltergeist.
Oh wow!
And I was probably, I don't remember when it came out, but I want to say eight or nine maybe when I saw it. And it's like, it was totally like, I'm not supposed to watch this. Kids are in bed. And I put it in, and my mom had built this movie up in my head so much. And, at first it's like, you get into it and it's like, the kids, and that was the part that I understood. And the parent stuff, not so much, but like the kids, and I got it, and the creepy clown, that fucked me up.
God, hated that part.
And like the slime stuff that happened, but actually the part that stuck with me that actually gives me the heebie-jeebies to this day, I still look at it and go, is actually after they cleanse the house and everything's all supposed to be good, it's the wraithy, wispy monster at the end that attacks the mom to protect the door when the kids are being attacked. Yeah. And she goes down the hall after the bath, and she's trying to like wash the gray out of her hair, or that whole thing. And then she goes down the hallway, and then there's that creepy, long-haired, white arm-legged thing. And that one, that's what fucked me up. And that was like the I have to say, I know Poltergeist as an adult, it's not a scary movie. It's not really scary at all. But as a
first
kid,
time I saw it freaked me out. I don't know.
That fucking freaked me out big time.
It's funny, Paul. I remember going to see Poltergeist with my dad and probably his then girlfriend. I don't think that they were married. I'm sure they weren't married yet. And I remember that they brought me back, drove me back home to my house after we had seen the movie, and that my now stepmom was freaked out because she was like, oh, Bill, we can't leave her alone, because this movie was so scary that I would be scared at the house waiting for my mom to come home, because she was freaked out by it.
Oh, wow.
Right.
So, and it's funny because I remember that more than I remember actually being freaked out by it. But I saw Salem's Lot whenever, but I had already read the book. So I think I saw it like years later, like I probably rented it as a VHS tape. And the book is probably the book that freaked me out more than any other book. Like, so when I saw the movie, it was underwhelming.
See you, Dave.
A little bit let down, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Night, Dave.
Good night, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
That'll be it. And I'm not going to be asleep tonight. Seeing that
I know, right?
The
book was Salem's Lot was so scary. I remember I would read a little bit, and it's like I had to put it down because I just got I was just so freaked out. So yeah, the movie ended up being a bit of a letdown,
right.
But it's just because I was so fucking scared by the book. It creeped me out in a way that few books had. And so it's funny, my history with scary movies and horror movies is kind of odd. Maybe when I was really little, I don't know. They had. I'll tell you, and then you can tell me if it's odd or not. So I remember when I was really little, I would watch. I think they had like Creature Feature or something, some show once a week, and it was a scary movie, and it used to scare the shit out of me. Like it would be like any kind of, and they were like, now they're like these cheesy B movies,
B-movies,
you know.
yeah,
But
totally.
I would when I would go to bed, like I'd be so afraid of Dracula coming and sucking my blood that I'd sleep with the sheets up around, you know, up over my neck, like, you know, if he couldn't see my neck, then he couldn't bite my neck. But I'm also claustrophobic, so I couldn't sleep with the sheets over my head. Otherwise, I clearly would have. But then I felt like I was suffocating, so I had to like sleep like this. And I like, and I was just, I knew I was irrationally scared of all these movies. So I decided I was just going to get over it. So I watched every scary movie I could.
Oh, interesting.
Just to try to.
I don't think that's
counter it.
That's not normal.
Desensitization.
Not for a kid. No wonder you went into psychology.
Yeah, so it's funny because now, you know, when I look back, like it's not like a lot of things like Poltergeist didn't really freak me out, but I had gone through for like a long, like all this like very conscious desensitization to these things because I was so scared of them.
That's different from me. My first one that stands out as the first movie that scared the bejesus out of me was actually when my sister went through a Stephen King phase in like late junior high or early high school, where she was a big reader, and I am the opposite. I'm not a book reader. I like reading nonfiction. So, but she had just read the book It. And this was shortly after the TV movie had come out. And so she went to the video rental store and 2 VHS tapes because it's such a long series.
Yeah, it's long. Yeah, I remember
so
that.
she rented that, and she was watching it with my parents. And, you know, I'm like, I don't know, 8 or 9 or whatever. 8 maybe. I'm young. And but it was one of those things where my parents are like, no, you shouldn't, Jimmy, no. You shouldn't watch. No, this is really scary. I don't want you to watch this. And it was all about, well, if she's doing something, I get to do it. And I get to do it. And I bet I couldn't sleep for like, I didn't get a solid night's rest for like 2 weeks. Like it was really bad. I was just absolutely terrified. But later on, what ended up happening for me wasn't that I'm going to defeat this fear. It was that I had a love-hate relationship with it. And it was like going on a roller coaster, kind of. But my big thing later on was that I was intrigued by like what frightened me. It fascinated me. Getting scared and what scares me fascinated me. So I would like going to movies and seeing, like, you know, you'd see a movie and it's like, well, that didn't scare me at all. But this one really creeped me out. And it was more of a...
It's totally subjective too, you know, by the person. What scares one person doesn't scare another. So
I remember I took as a film minor in college, and in one of our classes, I don't remember which one it was, but they were talking about like the difference between terror and horror, and it was very it was very enlightening. It made a lot of sense, but it was very fascinating to me. Is like, okay, this is a horror movie. This is I would call this terror. You know, like what gets inside your head. You know, like creepy images. We're talking about Hereditary and stuff. To me, that's terror. Whereas like horror uses like devices. They use gore. They use like, to me,
getting cut, getting killed.
Yeah, horror is like gut wrenching. It's kind of like you grit your teeth at, whereas like terror is all psychological.
Right.
And I love that.
Sure. So much. Like horror is like Creepshow 2 with like the raft where the dude like the girl with her face getting ripped off. Like that's horror.
Yeah. John Carpenter, that's horror.
Yeah. You know what? I got out of that story from you, Jim. I'm gonna call you Jimmy from now on.
All right. That's what Sean Williams calls me, Jimmy. I don't even know where he got. I think it's a Minnesota thing. You add IE onto, or E onto everything. Like in my dad's family, my dad's one of 4 kids, and my dad's name's Don, short for Donald. So he's Donnie. Everyone calls him Donnie, and then his sister Jeannie, his other sister Patty. You know, everything's E.
E at the end.
So if I lived in Minnesota, you would call me
34 KE.
Well done.
Well
sorry,
done. Walked into that one.
No one had to say it.
I tried to steer it elsewhere.
I would, yeah.
When you guys were young, like really young, like 8 or 9 or so, or maybe younger, did you guys ever remember a commercial on TV of a scary movie that like it was so the commercial itself was just scary and you had to run out of the room. Or like
trailers.
Like a trailer, yeah, on TV that were like, oh no.
I remember my nephew being really afraid of what was the one with the monsters and the ghoulies in the toilet?
Oh,
the
yeah.
toilet? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Full Moon. Back when Full Moon Features was actually was really good. Back when they were a great B movie company. I loved the Puppet Master movies.
Yeah. So apparently,
and Doll Man and the Demonic Toys.
Oh yeah, well, Doll Man, the first Doll Man.
The first Doll Man and Demonic Toys. Yeah. Demonic Toys.
So Ghoulies scared you, the commercial for that?
No. So apparently my nephew, not me because I was too old, but like my nephew apparently didn't go to the bathroom for like he would not go near the toilet because he just saw the trailer.
Well, you know what's funny about there's a backstory to Ghoulies.
I'm gonna get a nasty message on Facebook about this.
I think Charles Band, who's like the big producer for Full Moon, there was a story. I think he was doing a commentary for one of the Puppet Master movies because I have the box set, and he was talking about Ghoulies a little bit. And for their poster and stuff, they had an original poster, and it was just kind of mediocre, and there was no it had nothing to do with toilets or like bathroom or anything like that. And the creative director or whatever was just kind of like, I don't know. I don't think this is really going to get that much of attendance because Ghoulies was one of their early movies. They were trying to obviously rake it in off the bat of like Critters and all these other like little monsters. Anyways, and so they came up with the idea. I got it. And they came up with the whole toilet thing. That was the poster. Is like one of these coming out of a toilet, and then they're like, and it was really grabbing people. Like they're gaining good numbers and good results and stuff from it. But then they're like, oh shit, well we don't have a scene in this movie that has anything to do with that. Now we have to go and shoot a scene. So that's how it actually came up. They came up with the poster, and then they're like, now we gotta go and shoot the scene because we don't have anything.
In the movie, he rises up more Ghoulies or something like that by reading out of a book or something, and then they all kind of pop out, and then they have them pop out of the toilet. So I saw that in the theater. Can you believe that? I saw Ghoulies in the theater.
Me and my cousin. Speaking of Full Moon, we rented Puppet Master.
Is this going to be something about you mooning? Speaking of Full Moon, dropping trow.
You wish. No.
The pressed cheese sandwich.
I call it the pressed fruit bowl. No. That's a Beavis and Butthead reference, actually. When they're on the bus mooning people behind them, like, we'll be all right. Yeah, we'll give them a pressed fruit bowl.
So I think the pressed cheese came from Sam Kinison.
I love this movie talk.
Yeah, we don't do it very often enough.
I love
it has to organically happen, right? How do you force this?
Can I share my movie trailer scare?
Please.
Yes.
Okay, so as a child, I was 8 years old or 9 years old. I was really scared of ventriloquism dummies. Me out. And if you remember seeing some of those episodes of the Twilight Zone, had a few episodes with
there's at least one.
The dummy was one.
Dummy.
It's so creepy. Yeah. So I'm gonna put this in chat. If you guys can just take a second and watch this trailer, it's only 30 seconds.
All right.
I'll put it in the chat. It has Anthony Hopkins. It's called Magic. Let's check out this trailer and listen to what he says.
I remember this.
It scared the fuck out of me as a kid. When I saw
Did you
this
ever?
trailer.
Shit! What was the name of that movie?
This mannequin, by the way, costs $1 million to make.
Did you ever see the movie Dolls?
Yeah,
that was a Full Moon movie as well. That was really good.
All right, Jim, check out this trailer. Tell me, look at it. Even looks like Anthony Hopkins. It's about a doll that like takes over his mind, and he.
It looks like Rudy, the pinball machine.
Yeah, listen to him talk. It's
that's some really amazing articulation in that doll too.
Holy shit! Like only like 5 seconds in, I'm like, that's free. I can see this being fucking creepy as hell.
His voice.
His upper lip even curls up.
Yeah.
in his eyes. Well, they got so many complaints about this commercial from parents. They actually had to pull the ad because it was too scary for little. It was scaring all these kids like me. Yeah, so they actually had to pull this ad. But it's actually a pretty decent movie.
His fucking teeth too.
Yeah, it's a creepy doll. So Anthony
Wow,
Hopkins has,
yeah, the upper
the upper lip goes up and his eyes go back.
His
It's
eyes
a very
roll back,
articulate. It cost $1 million for the time being when that in 1978 when that came out. That's unheard of to make a ventriloquism doll. You know, like
that is genius.
But
like, just black, just this
black in his head. It slowly zooms in while he's doing that weird poem about killing a woman.
I was waiting at the very end when his eyes rolled to the side to like all of a sudden get big and
it's just, such a creepy ad. So I ran out of the room every time this ad came on. I watched it.
I would too. Holy fuck!
I mean, 8-year-old mock.
Shit. When I was a kid, the end of Night Court scared me.
So what's cool about this movie, though?
when the gunshot goes off at the end, and then you hear the laugh, and I'm like, okay, I'd run out of the room before that would happen.
Yeah. So the movie is about Anthony Hopkins slowly goes insane, and it's where when he takes his dummy to perform, the dummy's like telling him what to do all the time, like offset, onset, everywhere, and people are really concerned. So they take him and they send him to like a lake to try to get normal again. And he just gets worse and worse, and he starts killing people. Mm-hmm. He uses the dummy as a what do you call it, like a bat, because it's all made of wood, so he bashes people's heads in with it or he stabs them. And,
that sounds familiar. I might have seen that when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's a good movie actually. It's kind of a slow burn thriller, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw it just like a couple of years ago. I don't know if I think it must have been bored on Netflix or it came on, but yeah, it's a good movie.
It's a good little movie, yeah. But the trailer here isn't kind of what the movie is like at all. When I saw this, I'm like, the doll's gonna run around, kill people.
Chucky.
Yeah. This is before Chucky. Yeah, so it wasn't
well before Chucky.
And the first Child's Play is really good because
first one's good. The rest of them,
it's very much. It reminds me of like Jaws. Like, don't reveal the monster right out of the bat, build and build and build.
They do build too. I love that scene where she opens up Chucky and there's no batteries in it. Oh,
hi!
Is that a great scene or what? And she drops it and it perfectly falls under the bed.
Yeah, I know, and I get a kick out of seeing that movie now and be like, it's the mom from Seventh Heaven.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, this is fun. I'm trying to now my mind's just going like
I love it when
every scary movie I've ever seen. Yeah.
She takes Chucky and he's still in doll form, right? And she goes after the the battery incident. She takes him to the fireplace, and then all of a sudden Chucky comes to life. Hey, you fucking bitch, put me down.
I'm fucking anthology movies. Did you ever see Tales from the Hood? Fucking love that one.
But that's
not all the same.
I like that one. The ending is pretty funny.
There's a little doll movie. The little
right. Oh yeah, the little doll.
Right,
it's a stretch.
Yeah, sorry.
I just want to talk about Tales from the Hood.
Yeah, I know.
That was the bigot. The bigot gets attacked by all the.
That's one of my. That's some of my favorite.
It's like you ever seen the movie
lines?
Jack City?
Yeah. You ever seen Johnny Hardon?
You ever seen Blues Brothers?
I like Samson. Samson's in it.
Did you guys watch a lot of zombie stuff like Day of the Dead and Dawn of the Dead and all that kind of stuff?
I've seen all of them.
Yeah, I've never been a big zombie guy, but I like Return of the Living Dead. That's fucking
Take that screwdriver out of my head. Is that the one?
No,
that's a different one.
Return is the comedy kind of take.
Yeah, that's what this one is too.
It's a dark comedy.
Where a zombie gets a screwdriver in his head and then he pulls out. He's like, "Take that screwdriver."
That was the second movie.
That's not Return.
It's like it's basically the first. I think it's the first zombie movie where they actually speak.
It is
where zombies actually talk,
and they run fast. That's the first time they run fast.
That's
they all like come out of the bushes. Get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole
send more brains.
So I do have to say though, so I sounds horribly hipster, and I'm sure you guys could probably fall in the same category, but like I was a zombie fan way the fuck before zombie shit is popular.
Was popular.
Oh, yeah, so was
I
I.
was a beer.
All right, so
or beer.
and I gotta say, like Night of the Living Dead, the remake is one of the 1990, I think, remake.
Yeah, 93,
one
92.
I want to say 90.
The color one or the black and white one?
The color one. The color one. So this is the probably the
1990.
1990. Thank you.
Ding.
So one of the only remakes which I think actually is better than the original. Now,
I disagree.
I have utmost respect for the original. However, the fucking remake makes Barbara actually a good character and a powerful character. Whereas in the original, she's just this kind of push around girl thing. And I respect who she is in the original. I get it.
To get you, Barbara.
But the remake, the remake is so good though. The remake retells
good.
that story. It updates it just the right amount.
It's funny because I saw that remake before I saw the original. I didn't even know at the time that there was an original.
Me too, Jim.
It was on.
I saw the color one first.
It was on Turner Classic Movies.
I was a black and white fan before the color one even came out, and I saw the remake, and I was like, I know, I'm not. I know it sounds hipsterish, but like I was a fan of the black and white originally, and then when the color one came out, I was like, oh my god, this is the right. I love every bit about how they updated it.
Me and
every
some
character
friends rented it. We rented it when we were, we were like 14 or 15, I guess. We rented it. We didn't know anything about it. We just wanted to watch because that was our thing. We rented scary. We went to the rental store, the video store, and
the
horror section.
That's like it's like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's like this is a classic.
All right, here we go.
You watch the classics.
Or Dawn of the Dead, where they're in the mall. I like that one.
I love Dawn of the Dead.
I think I've watched that movie 30 times at least.
Yeah. That's the first time I remember seeing really good blood splats when people get shot in the head. You know, like they really did a good job with
Tom
like
Savini.
Red paint though. That one's like just kind of cheesy.
Is that the one when they do the target practice up the hood of their trucks? Is that
in the beginning of it? I think they show that.
Might have been, yeah.
But anyway,
Dawn is way better than
going back to the original 90s. My big thing when I saw, I watched it. It was on TCM. I saw it was late at night, and I recorded it because it was on super late. I saw it, no commercials, and recorded on VHS. Watched it, and there were enough differences where I was like, this is actually scarier to me than the other one because they made so the two big things that stand out to me is the scene. Something about black and white is creepy though by itself.
Fine.
But the girl in the basement, to me, in the black and white, so much creepier when she has a shovel and she's killing her own fucking mom.
Eating her throat, yeah.
Yeah. And then the ending, throughout the whole movie, and now I'm thinking this is 1968, and they're making a black guy a hero.
Yep.
Holy fuck! Like that's already a big.
I get it. I have tremendous respect for the original, but I'm just treating them as two movies seen side by side.
Okay. Well, here's my
what the groundbreaking shit that happened in the first.
No.
one.
I didn't finish though.
Right,
my thing is okay. My thing is okay. This guy is a hero throughout the whole thing, and yes, I mean we could talk about the historians.
Yep.
But and then he just this crew of people. No spoilers. Anyone that hasn't seen it.
Yeah, don't listen to this last part. We're gonna say.
Right.
That ruins the whole movie.
Right. Yeah.
28-year-old
movie.
basically,
kind of like
just having that time looking at it and watch it. Yeah.
The sheriff and this like mob of people show up, and they're taking out all these zombies. That it's the next day, it's the next morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this guy that's been through all hell, he's been fighting off zombies all night. He's just tired, and finally he's like one of the last survivors, and they see him and they think he's a zombie, and they just boop, dead. They just shoot him,
and that's it. I know.
And it's like, it was like shock value. I'm like,
yeah. See, but like Barbara going back and killing what's his name, from the
Bald
basement?
dude.
The bald dude, yeah.
Yeah,
What's
the
his name?
dick.
The asshole.
The dick. Yeah, the asshole.
Another one for the fire. Oh my God. Like the end of that movie when she's like, she realizes you could just walk right past him. And she has a gun, and she like, there's a point where she walks up to one of them, and then she points to the head and realizes, nope, I don't even have to waste a bullet. And she just keeps walking. And then she gets to the camp and that whole thing, and then they go back to the farm, and she finds him in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes stumbling downstairs. Oh my God, you came back for us. And like, this is after they killed Ben. And it's like
Ben's a black guy.
Ben's a black guy, yep. And she just shoots him like right in the fucking face. And it's like, boom.
Yeah.
Another one for the fire. And they're like, they all start laughing. The hillbillies start laughing at her for like, she just killed a zombie.
Yeah.
But it's like, that guy was such a dick.
Yeah, he deserved it though. You wanted it. You're waiting for him to get killed all the way through the movie.
I didn't.
I
made Ben a zombie. Yeah.
I know.
That was my only thing.
That's a sad turn of events. But like, it's also the comedy that he finds the fucking gas key in the basement and he starts laughing and he dies from his wounds. And that's sad. But like, I just love Barbara's character. She is the main character.
Okay. Yeah.
I love her transition, and she's so strong. And at the end, she fucking kills. His name is
Mr. Asshole. We'll just call him Asshole.
Yeah, Asshole. She fucking kills him, and that whole thing. Like, I love her transformation. Like her from being this weak, I don't even know what to do, and like, oh, my brother is scaring me.
She grows as a character.
She does. Like she's scared. She's scared the cemetery. And all of a sudden now she's like fucking killing dudes and calling them a zombie. Another one for the fire. And I love that transformation of how she grew as a character. And that just seems so empowering as a woman character, which you don't see a lot in the 90s. This is 1990, so basically 80s. Well,
Halloween, yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, I understand. Like, I'm not saying you don't see, I'm just saying you don't see it a lot.
Yes.
And her transformation from being the whimpering little girl to being the strong woman. I love that. And I think it's a wonderful retelling of the same story. And it's so true to the original. Like the deviations they make is just for kind of updating it. But basically it's exactly the same story.
Yeah. And it's not, and they're not recreating every shot. It's not like Psycho.
No, it's not like trying to recreate shot for shot. Yeah.
Right. No,
so
I agree.
It's one of the very, very few movies that I think it's actually the remake is better than the original. And I love the original.
I would say for
I'm trying to which zombie movie is it where it's not Dawn of the Dead, but it's like a name like that, but they're doing research on the zombies.
Yeah,
is that
Day of the Dead?
Day of the Dead.
Okay,
that's with Bub.
And there's another, Bub, that's the one. And then there's another character that's like the bald guy, where he's just overly an asshole to the point where it doesn't even make sense why he's being such an asshole. It's like it's just over the top asshole.
The military guys, yeah.
And then he gets a horrible death at the end.
He gets his body torn apart. That's Dawn of the Dead, I think.
That's like the best scene in the movie.
The mall is
gross.
But I think Day is a better of those two movies. I think Day.
I haven't seen all of them. I think
Day used the idea that you actually can train the zombies.
Yeah, they're trying to like culture them or train them
or at least
something.
Teach them not to. Yeah, and the doctor's fucking crazy. But like Bub, as a zombie is an amazing zombie. And there's actually a guy at like the looking over my shoulder. There's a guy that's down at like one of the assisted living places that I swear to God looks like Bub.
Oh no!
And he walks around smoking cigarettes and coughing all the time. And he wears like kind of an army jacket sometimes. Oh, it's very sad.
Did you guys ever watch the Reanimator movies?
Some of them I'm not. I've seen I think a couple of them, but I'm not. Quote,
not a huge fan, or like
they were ruined for me. Like I wish I had seen them when they weren't already a big cult classic.
Yeah.
Because like I had heard so much about them before I had seen them, but
yeah, From Beyond was another weird one too.
See, you're talking, Andrew. You're talking about how Night of the Living Dead was like the remake was you thought was better than the original, and for me, we were talking about The Thing earlier, and that's a good one for me.
Yeah. So you like the remake better than the original?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
I haven't even seen the remake, so I can't really speak to it.
The 1980s one is what I'm talking about because there was one before that in the film.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the John Carpenter version. Yeah,
the John Carpenter. Yeah.
Did you guys ever see Maximum Overdrive?
Yes.
That's
Emilio
awesome.
Estevez.
Yeah.
So good.
That and
motherfucker, boom.
And the other one I really like from that kind of 85 mid 80s area is The Wraith. Do you ever guys see The Wraith?
I've seen that too.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen in it. Yeah.
I love Maximum Overdrive. Oh my god, it's a fun movie, and I love the explanation. It's just some gas over the Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah, from a comet going by or something stupid.
Yeah. It's like an afterthought. You know that they're like, how do we make this make sense?
Even worse is the original.
Wasn't that supposed to be? That was Stephen King, right?
Yeah, Stephen King's story called Trucks. They turned it in.
Yeah, he wrote it, he directed it, and I think he also had a scene in it too.
Yeah, he put himself in it, like most of it.
He usually can.
Oh my god, it's so fucking funny. There's so many. God, that would be a great movie to watch as a group.
Yeah,
that would be fucking fun.
That reminds me very much. It's similar genre as Wraith. Wraith is pretty cool.
That was just Wraith is just kind of fun because it's a revenge film.
The fucking pop machine shooting the cans out.
And kids looking in the face.
Yeah.
Oh, and the one kid just fucking gets run over by like what was it, a lawnmower?
Lawnmower, yeah.
Lawnmower, yeah.
How about the dog? The dog gets killed by a remote control car and drove it in his mouth.
God.
Okay, the dog kept barking, right?
Yeah, the remote control car just drives so fast and drives into his mouth.
God, that movie. Yeah. Oh man, that's a funny movie.
I just like the Green Goblin truck.
I saw that not too long ago. I want to say like maybe 5-6 years ago. I think it was on Netflix or it was on some streaming service. I'm like, huh.
Isn't the theme song like Hell's Bells? Some AC/DC song.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Probably.
Yeah. I love all those movies though where it's like some really weak plot point. I remember so a tradition of me and a few high school friends throughout high school, we would I don't know, it was pretty frequent, like every other weekend or something, we would have a horror movie night where we would go to the video rental store and we would look for any horror movie that had at least one sequel, had to have at least a sequel, and we would rent those. We would watch
the first one. Yeah.
No, we'd rent them all. It'd be like,
you would?
Yep. And just be a marathon. And some of them, there was only one sequel. So like Slumber Party Massacre, there were two.
Oh yeah.
And it was like this really loose. We just wanted to see some boobs, but there was some loosely based script where it was like, some guy escapes a mental institute and he crashes these girls having a slumber party and he's got a drill or some stupid, so we
drill on the end of his guitar.
Yeah. Some stupid plot, but that was our thing. That's how we got through a lot of these movies. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's Chopping Mall 2?
Yeah, right. Shame that one never had a sequel. It deserved.
Yeah, they'll probably remake it, and it'll be terrible.
They won't do the explodey head thing.
No.
She won't get shot in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
And panties.
And the one little zap in the panties. Yeah. The next shot explodes her fucking head.
This is crazy.
Why didn't it explode her ass?
I don't know. Good question. Questions will never be.
Another show title.
Yeah, Gino. Evil Deads are
Evil Dead's given.
Yeah.
Two is
those are like pure classics. Like there's no remakes or. I guess
there was.
In the remake, I will chime in on the earlier conversation. In the remake, I like better than the original version. Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh yeah, you're right, Carrie. I love the remake of that.
The remake.
I was so scared to go to sleep after seeing that movie because I didn't want to be like born in a pod.
Yeah, I know. At the end with Donald Sutherland. Oh my God! It was so good. And then when I saw
the movie.
Yeah, and you're right. That's a great example. Like it's so rare though that the remakes are actually better than the originals. That's another really good point.
There's a lot of good actors in that movie that were like not really big yet. Like what's his name? what's that actor's name? Who's the Fly? Brindle Fly. What's
Jeff
that guy's name?
Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really young in it too.
Yep.
Then you got Leonard Nimoy, and you have
Isn't that like
Sutherland.
isn't that Jeff Goldblum's first movie? I think
It might be. Yeah.
sounds like I think it is.
But yeah, that's such a well-made movie, and the special effects still hold up. They're pretty creepy. Watching people being born in those pods is just really well done effects, you know. And then I love the ending. Of course, is just classic.
Oh, it
just
just blew
freaks
me
you
away.
out.
Yes, I just remember I was just so surprised.
You're like, no, he tried so hard to
Right?
make it.
Oh, it was crushing. It was just.
Oh, yeah.
That was such a good movie.
Because you don't know if he's faking it to blend in or if he's an alien. You're not sure yet.
Yeah.
I love that story.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
As far as the B movies, like Killer Clowns.
Oh, From Outer
Yes.
Space. God, that is such a good movie.
Yes.
It is such a brilliant movie.
I love that.
Apparently, John Exedy is a huge fan of that movie as well.
Oh.
And apparently, at some point, he actually had a costume of one of
Really?
the clowns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah,
Even has a cool song for it too, and everything.
Killer Clowns.
Yeah, that was like a hit, like a kind of on local radios over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I already mentioned Puppet Master Critters. Yeah, that's good. The
Critters,
Krites.
Jim, have you seen
We're here
Killer
to
Clowns from
kill
Outer
the
Space?
Krites. Have I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killer Clowns. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of in the same line as like these called classics as like like you mentioned Reanimator.
Reanimator.
There's so many that I wish I'd been that I had known about or had seen though before they got so much hype as being a cult classic. You know, like the Evil Dead movies. I had caught that bandwagon before it became what it is now.
Right.
But it's so much more fun then because it's like you're discovering something. And it's like, this is fucking great. Yeah. And you think you're the only one, you know,
Right.
it's kind of naive, I guess, but yeah.
It is a bit though, like, but the thing though, like with the zombie thing, I gotta say, like, I was a zombie like guy, like I fucking love zombie movies, and I would have zombie dreams. And like, I don't have like scary dreams very frequently because I don't really have that many things that I'm that scared of. But every now and then I'd have a dream where it's like I am trying to like climb like a ladder or something to get away from something that is trying to bite me, and I'm so terrified of the thought that like if that fucking thing down there bites me,
you're done.
I'm done.
Yeah. You're done.
And so
It's
that
funny
concept of that bite thing is like that. Every once in a while, I have a zombie dream. And I'm like, I'll wake up and go,
Phew, thank
yes!
God.
You know,
The best dream ever.
it's Andrew, it's funny because I was literally just having a conversation very similar to this with Carrie over the weekend. We were talking about nightmares. And I'm like, you know what? Like
I have a lot more than he does. Just saying.
But like mine have changed so much over the years. I don't know if it's an adulting thing or what, but like now like the scary dreams are like, well, that could potentially happen. That's like reality. It's not like the supernaturally scary dreams I used to have. And it's not, and those aren't nearly as much fun, you know, the reality ones, or the more realistic ones and once in a blue moon, you have that one about like whatever's chasing you, you know, I have a fair amount of dreams where it's like I'm hanging from a cliff or something and I'm about to fall. So I don't know what that means, but I don't have very many. Like I used to have a lot of supernatural ones. I
still do, but they're not. I mean, they're fucking terrifying. They're wake up, sitting up in bed, kind of thing. Like, oh my god, I'm still alive, and I'm not. Like, my soul hasn't been ripped from my body. Horror.
If I have something like that,
I love that because I love that whole sense of like
adrenaline.
And fuck yeah, it's a dream. It's
yeah.
Like,
oh yeah, no,
I thought it was a dream.
Big relief. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
if I have one like that once in a great while now, it's I usually recognize it in the dream at some point, and I go back to I told you about my old like method of waking myself up. Like when I was a kid, I don't know how I developed this. If I'm having a scary dream and I recognize that it's a scary thing, inside the dream, I close my eyes, count to 3, and all of a sudden I wake up. It happens.
That sounds like a plot to a terrible horror movie, actually. That's like a
I'm gonna write that, and it's gonna be a cult classic.
That's like a Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, but it's Nightmare on Main Street or something.
My favorite slasher movies of all time.
So Gus brings up in chat Night of the Creeps. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah,
that's sort of a zombie movie in a way.
That's where the people's faces like split in half or something.
Yeah, because they're filled with those slugs, and they made a pseudo sequel. The guy that did the Guardians of the Galaxy movie. What's that director's name? Can't think of it right now. Anyway, he did Slither, which is sort of a sequel.
Oh, I did get it right. Okay.
Yeah. So Night of the Creeps is a 80s film that feels very 80s when you watch it. But it's teenagers going to prom, and the guy who says, "Stop it! Stop it! Stop
Please,
it!" Yeah. He's the officer investigating and trying to stop the monster.
For God's sake, please stop it.
Yeah.
That makes
you
think
of Night of the Creeps. That's a fun horror movie from the 80s that you guys would probably get a kick out of.
Go see Fright
and
Night.
Everything.
Fright
Night. Cool.
Fright Night for real.
Fright Night's funny.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that kind of a horror movie.
And they tried to remake that too, and that was terrible. Remember, Carrie, when we saw the Chili Peppers concert, Fright Night, the remake was on. We were watching that in our hotel room, and it was terrible.
Oh, that's right.
It was absolutely terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't very good compared to the original.
Mm-hmm.
None of the Creeps has Rusty from European Vacation.
They didn't have Andy McDowell either.
Oh. That makes me think of that commercial, the Old Navy commercial, where Chevy Chase is like, "European Russ, here, Dad. Regular Russ, here, Dad." Yeah, it's Anthony Michael Hall. Yeah, that was a good commercial. Yeah.
Oh. Funny.
Yeah, the Colin Farrell one is just terrible.
That's too bad.
I mean, I shouldn't say terrible, but it wasn't nearly as good. Okay, maybe that is terrible.
I'm not a Colin Farrell fan anyway, so I probably wouldn't like it.
I can't take that guy serious. I don't know what it is about his face. I just don't take him seriously in anything he's in.
I couldn't stand him as Bullseye in that.
Wasn't he in the movie Phone Booth? I think he was in. He was in Phone
he was
Booth.
in that.
Yeah, he was in Phone Booth.
He was a thing for a while.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head off.
Oh shit! It's
Me too.
1:12.
Yeah. We shutting the.
We can shut it down.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to shut it down.
Well, if you guys like this, next week we're not going to talk about arcade games at all, just movies. So come on in. We're going to switch up the genre. Next week it's going to be all about dramas.
Didn't we have an idea for the question?
Bro, we're going to do rom-coms.
Yeah.
We had an idea for the question, didn't we? That we had to do some homework.
Oh,
didn't I have one?
Yeah, what was the homework?
Oh, we were supposed to come up with our own questions on
for an
trivia.
Arcade trivia question. And who could guess the answer? Get the answer.
Hey, so
arcade trivia.
I'll forget
watch
about
us live can do the same thing. Maybe we can throw those questions
You
up.
got a whole week to think of one question. Come on.
Arcade.
Spoilers, I'll forget about it.
Do it 5 minutes before the show, like everybody else.
Yeah, right. I'll call in sick for the next one.
God damn it.
Siri, make note. Question for Arcade Week.
Oh, nice.
No, my phone's not that fancy. I hate Siri. Damn it.
He's got a Fitbit.
It probably like
No, but your robotic voice was cool.
He has a Fitbit.
Hello. The number you have dialed is out of service. Please make a note of this.
I do a good welcome to CenturyLink conferencing. Dial your passcode followed by the pound hash key, and I will connect you.
They should hire you.
Yeah, no, I'm
Except for
pretty
Steve Bart's was just this shitty internet connection that made him sound like that.
Your passcode has
Hey,
been confirmed. In a moment.
Perfectly working.
Yeah, that would be the GAC version, the slideshow.
Yeah, that brought back some memories.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, anytime I try to broadcast from my garage, hey, look, I got a game I want to show you.
For those of you that
If only there's a piece of equipment that could extend the range of your Wi-Fi.
I think they call those range extenders.
And I have
I've
one.
heard
That's
about
just
those.
it. I have one on
They don't
there.
work very good.
How many inches?
10.
10 or 12.
So for those of you that listen to the audio podcast or you watch it afterwards on YouTube, you're
to see
missing out.
my dog lick herself in there.
You're missing out on the live chat. We put lots of links of good stuff in there, and you need to start watching live.
Yeah,
And you can
tonight
see
would
where
have been a
Gak
good one
lives.
to be live, actually.
That's right. Especially after
It's not every
cuts all
week,
that stuff
but
out.
tonight would have been a good one to be. Yeah.
So a little preview to our trivia questions next week. What color button should be on the fender?
Gino, we need to have a we need to have a maximum overdrive night at Grinkers. That's what Gino just said. That's great.
Don't worry about the color of my
Thursday
buttons as
night,
long as they
Jimbo.
work.
Thursday night.
Yeah, I could be watching that.
I gotta shut up or I'll get in trouble.
Thursday night would be fun to
Stay
watch.
out of trouble. Yeah.
Thursday night would be fun to watch
So much
a movie
fun.
at Grinkers.
Stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Steve, can we put up a projector and watch some maximum? Yeah.
Thursday night, that'd be a blast on Thursday.
Yeah. Everyone's all drunk.
We've been talking about it for years.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, yep. Thanks for watching, everybody.
All right. See you guys. See you later.
Next time. Night.
Talk to you later.
So long, farewell, I'll be there saying goodnight. I hate to go and leave this pretty sight.